Hello, fair listener. Welcome and thank you for following our journey on metagaming by Rum Propelled Gaming. Fair warning, sometimes we are not safe for work, and others not safe for real life. Journey forth at your own risk. Now let's dive right back into Tarath through the campaign Many Polos.
Craig.
Craig.
You dirty
Oh.
boy. The hand of fate tosses, the dice rolls, spins, turns. A campaign starts and ends, leaving memories that become stories. Stories flow out into the infinite sea, painting it with legends. Legends wash up on the shores throughout the infinite sea, fading to myth, until myths are forgotten, and the campaign that gave it birth comes again, and again the hand of fate tosses, the dice rolls, spins, turns. Hitherto, we left our adventures, known as the Shadow Seekers, on the 5th level of Hell, in the center of the Phallic Maze, after braving the maze's perils of marshes on the outside with ghosts, creepy crawlies, angry grey dwarves, and Etten, the undulating walls, skeletal beasts, demonic servants, and gelatinous memory-eating beasts of the Acropolis. They come into the doorway with a titanic eye. Deftly solving the riddle it posed, a light flashed from deep within the eye, disappearing, revealing to Ash, Phelan, Flint, Franklin, and Mame the chamber beyond. Inside, a demon sits in front of a mirror overgrown by a decrepit, pustule-laden tree atop a ziggurat. Jumping down and announcing himself as Fraz or Lure, or Fraz for short, claimed to be this level's of Hell's seal. He then began attacking the Shadow Seekers with gusto, and enjoying the pain of their attacks all the while. As the melee came to a pinnacle and Mame chopped off his tail, which had grappled Ash, Fraz rescinded his claim as the level seal. Phelan confirmed he was telling the truth by reading his mind, and Fraz gave Franklin chocolate, which he was eating out of spite of this invasion into his mind. Franklin also asked Manipulus, who said this seal has magical resistance, and he only knows in breaking it you may have to break yourself. Left in a bloodlust drunken haze, however, Mame immediately chose violence, even after Fraz's warning not to. Mame's axes strike the mirror, and everyone except Franklin, Mame, and Fraz themselves fall unconscious with a shattering of their minds, only surviving from Mame for about with healing mangoes of youth and Franklin's healing word, deciding now is a perfect time for another long rest and recuperation in the pocket rocket. Shadow Seekers poof into their cave home after the respite. Franklin retrieves the sopping wet pocket rocket from Fraz after he pulls it from his pantaloons.
Oh.
Mame used their polished axe and Franklin the mask of true sight to view the mirror at the mirror seal for this level of hell. They both see old companions and distinctive eye stalks of a beholder behind them. Franklin learns and shares what his creature codex learned about the mirror as well. It is called a Fractine prison. Franklin calls a humble a huddle, and the Shadow Seekers speculate whether they should try to steal the seal for their purposes. Franklin does one more mirror test with his crickets. 4 leave, and only 1 returns. The second, Geralt and join the mirror prison. First one splats, eyes closed, touching the mirror. Whoops, no more Jeremy. Franklin orders his family to stipend Jeremy's. Franklin orders Jeremy's Jeremy's family a stipend. Of the last 2, Amos is the only one to make it out. Geralt's senses tell Franklin he is in a white void with no side To side, no up and down, only forward, out of the mirror, and backwards into an infinite white void. Giving their brains a break, the Shadow Seekers decide to take a rest in the pocket rocket. While resting yet again, Franklin and Vomaira greet a new potential crew member, Callum. Calaman Zarhorn, and decide to brave the infinite tower of Ishmael, where they make a deal with him for a personal space in exchange for chocolate. They clear one level of tentacle bush monster and decide to rest in the tower. Franklin's eyes flutter awake now, as inside of the pocket rocket, after having done so with those companions no longer, he feels a twist, bend, shake in reality, and those companions cease to exist. Vomaira and Callum. It's almost as if a dream. And you find yourself in the pocket rocket.
I begin sobbing. Callum! A few minutes later, he forgets entirely that they existed. He hops up, happy as a clam. Wow! And skips down the hall. Hey guys, what are we doing today?
Same thing we do every day, little man. Try to take over.
He looks at his book. Yeah. Oh, I checked my pockets. Do I have any new content? Either the room or the conclusion of the tower session, or no? I don't know how that works.
Oh, definitely not from the conclusion of the tower session, so nothing new in that regard. But if you, I didn't remember you picking anything specifically up that time actually either, because it was kind of.
No, I assumed so. Like you had said in the recap, I had bargained for a new personal space.
You have, and that wouldn't net you anything yet.
Okay.
It is, almost. Yeah, and like I said, you're probably wondering whether or not that was actually
even happened.
Yeah, at this exact moment in time.
I begin doubting it as I find nothing. Oh, I thought I swore I made a deal with that guy, but whatever. Oh, hey guys.
Does everybody have a visual?
I do have a visual only as Bob. Is Ash missing?
Bob.
Do I have to be Bob now?
No, you're down here. I found you.
Where? Oh.
You, you and Flint were having a conversation. I that's all I left it as. Overheard rushed, hushed whispers while the other companions were standing there. I don't know if you guys want to. Maybe
They're playing leapfrog.
Complaining to him about how he took care of the baby that one time. You didn't change his diaper correctly. How dare you?
When I was his age, I was able to shit overboard.
Well, we don't have a ship to teach him that.
There's a lake right over there.
That's our only source of water. Do not teach him to shit in that.
Grumble.
He doesn't say I huff. I walk away.
I think I see Phelan too, having gone to sleep in that one bed down there.
Yes, my little bed down here.
Probably would have woken up to you were skipping and saying, what are we doing today? So maybe that's what you heard. Kind of. At least
I hear one
echoes
of the
Franklin.
children are awake, and at this point, I'm pretty much I'm the fucking group mom. What the fuck?
You say that, and I go over to the bed and I pick up my baby.
I forgot you have a literal child.
I do. A two-headed child at that.
No, God. twice as many talking points. Yikes.
Still pretty young, although he's probably wanting to be more active now, considering how much time has passed, I'm guessing.
Yeah. He's oh, what do people do now? They count time in months for their child? Probably like shoot, I don't even know. It's not quite a year, so less than 12.
Yeah, so I just pick up the baby and swaddle him and see if he's hungry or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know, what should we get into today? Breaking that seal? Safely? I say
Yeah, not
questioningly.
accidentally killing ourselves almost.
I think so. We know that our allies are in there, and that there's also a giant mimic. So says my book.
Hmm.
Or I think there's a mimic. Somebody saw something about a giant tentacle eye monster.
A giant tentacle-eyed monster?
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I'm flipping through my book to see if this says anything about it. Burn the world down. Nuclear war. Nope, don't see anything.
Can I roll to see if I know anything about a tentacle-eyed monster?
I think everyone would know, maybe other than Franklin, I guess, that is a legendary monster of a beholder rather than a mimic.
I make note of that. I'm like, that sounds like a beholder. I say that as I'm bouncing my baby in my arms.
Oh.
Those are a little tough. Maybe best if avoided. But it's in the mirror or in the seal, and we have to get through that.
Yeah, we could ask Maniopoulos if he has any ideas.
Fresh out, guys.
You're like the most useful person.
Wow, you
Okay.
really want us to break these seals? You have so much information to lend. I say with the most thick sarcasm ever.
Well, you see, like I was saying last time, the problem prevails that I wasn't given any information about my own prison and how to get out. Let alone, probably may have had some mind-altering shit that may have prevented me from knowing any of that. I'm not sure.
Wow. Wait, there's substances that could alter the minds of gods? Franklin sits
Indeed,
up straight
Small.
and pulls out a notebook. What's it called?
That is for gods to know and you to figure out, my young lad.
Drugs
Franklin
that alter
writes
god
down-
minds.
Become a god. Underline, underline, underline. Got it. So Bobby threw the thing at it and it bounced it back, so I don't think we could just break it, right?
Well, in order to break the mirror, we have to break ourselves. I think that means we have to go insane? I'm guessing. Or die.
I mean, Franklin stands up. I got this then. What if we just pick it up and put it into the pocket rocket and like break its tie with reality?
Would that break its tie with reality?
I have no idea.
You,
This is way above our heads.
you would know for sure that it's just having intermittently viewed it, that it's grown into the tree. It's not just, sat up against it, for instance.
Does anyone have an axe?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we cut into the tree and just get behind the mirror?
Wait. Are we thinking about this wrong? It reflects damage, right? So what if we try to think how this would work? If we could somehow get it to reflect its own damage into itself over and over again, like an infinite loop.
Hold a mirror up to it.
Sure, we could try that, but like we have to see if like is it a regular mirror, or does it need to be a magical mirror, or like a piece of its own mirror? Like I don't know, but it's an idea.
I turn to Bob and I ask him,
After casting Speak with Animals.
yeah, I ask him, I'm like, have you ever heard of a mirror as a seal of this situation that we are talking about?
Well, mistress, I hesitate to say that I've heard of it, but I've not really. It's only been in sorts of myths and legends, if you will, for me even in my learnings.
What do they say in these myths and legends?
Well, simply I guess it's no simple way to put it. Actually, they are a bit of a divine creation, some sort of prison to hold power and seal others. And they are also intended to be opened through a sort of inner peace that requires one to be accepting of themselves. Which I don't quite know what that means. It seems rather vague to me, honestly.
I would agree. Very vague. Accept yourself? Hmm.
Hmm. You have to accept yourself. But if you look into it, you get sucked in.
What the I don't know quite what the turtle one's speaking about, but that seems
Oh,
to
well,
be.
that's right. I can't hear you. I turned to you there. Don't you think her? She sounds so beautiful when she talks in crocodile.
Is all you guys hear.
I would after like asking the question, I would try to relay the information back to everyone like, "Oh, hey, Bob says that in order to the mirror is a divine creation and one of the ways to break it is to accept yourself." I wonder if that means we need to meditate in front of the mirror
Accept yourself.
and accept yourself.
What does that even mean?
I mean, I could command one of you guys to accept.
Accept
Does that
yourself.
help?
Be happy with who you are.
Contentment. Hmm. I don't know.
Puzzling.
Yeah.
So
Accept yourself.
So it also says if you break the mirror, you break yourself. So once you accept yourself, does the mirror then shatter and then you also shatter or you die?
Yeah, probably.
You guys would also recall from brief interactions from before. I may not have been as direct in the recap, but you were avoiding looking directly into the mirror because that is one of the ways that you get drawn into it and stuck in the prison.
Okay. So we can't look directly into it. We have to accept ourselves to break it. Again, I looked at Bob. I'm like, so you said accept yourself is vague, which I agree. Do you know how to accept yourself, Bob?
In the context, mistress, I'm not too sure, but to be fair, does anyone?
Yep, I don't know.
Maybe like a guru.
Mustachio just meowed again, and again it sounded like no. After Bob's statement.
Hmm.
I don't know if she's just sitting at the top of the stairs listening or what.
I mean, I might have an idea, but I look to you guys. I wouldn't want you guys to be there.
While you mess with the mirror?
Yeah.
I think that's doable.
Wait, can you read the poem thingy again?
You mean the 2 lines that you guys know of about it
Yeah.
so far?
I guess we
You-
could also. Where did we hear about this? From that one dude?
You'd heard about it in 2 different locations at this point now. From Manny Polis, and Manny Polis's statement was, besides that the seal has magical resistance, he who, in breaking it, you may have to break yourself. And then what Bob just said that Ash had relayed was that you have to accept yourself to do so.
Huh. Interesting. Turn to the others. I have no fucking idea. I mean, I've got an idea, but it might end up with me getting like sucked in.
So yeah.
But also, like, I don't personally accept myself. It's something I'm working on.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that is a process, and I don't know how you're supposed to do it in front of a mirror. I'm wondering if you can just like walk in front of the mirror and say, I accept myself like for who I am, and if that would be enough, or if you have to like feel it internally.
I mean, for like a seal in hell, probably more than just asking nicely.
Yeah.
I have to accept myself. Well, I mean, I guess it really depends. If I accept myself, I'd have to. No, I don't know. Turn to the others. Anyone else like feel very like content with their self? Find inner peace.
Let just crosses his arms and looks away.
This
I
is
walk up to
depressing.
I mean,
I
we
was-
are in the bad campaign. We all have problems.
I was gonna say that I feel like Ash is probably pretty content with herself because she thinks she's doing everything right. not, not that she is, and she thinks that she's doing everything for good, even though, like,
Very self-assured.
yeah, she is. She's just like, yeah, we're gonna free the evil god Manny Polis because he's gonna help me out, and then I'm gonna rule the kingdom, and I'm gonna save everybody. And if I have to make deals with the devil to do it, I will. And that's just how she thinks.
A compensated anarchist.
Yeah.
Franklin nods. Write that down. Good to know. I mean, if you want to give it a whirl, but risks versus rewards. We could also question that guy who likes to get whipped more.
Oh, I
We
don't want to talk
could.
to him
You
again.
know what? I was gonna say, you know what? We should get Bob a new body and send him to talk to that guy because I feel like
Actually,
they could level with each other.
maybe that's true. Maybe that's what I have to do.
What, whip that guy?
Yeah, just like torture him for a while.
Yeah, torture him for a while, let him enjoy it, and then be like, okay, now tell me what I want to know, or I'm gonna stop torturing you.
I mean, that's not a bad idea. You can't torture him to telling us stuff, but you can not torture him into telling us stuff.
Exactly, because the torture is what he wants.
Man, this dude should really just I don't know, What if we just like? What if we give him something that will give him endless pain, like gonorrhea? Would that work?
Yeah.
Make him pay taxes.
Oh, don't
What are
remind me.
taxes?
It's endless pain right there.
Taxes are something I remember from far away. Why do I remember taxes?
I mean, I assume there's be taxes in the big cities here.
Probably, most likely.
The king's
Oh,
tax.
yeah. Ash would definitely know about taxes. Having
She's
been a lord of, or a lordess, a lady of the city.
yeah. She'd be like, yes,
Oh.
taxes are a pain in the ass, but they are a necessity.
Franklin curtsies. I didn't know you were a lady. My lady.
I turn to him and I'm like, I am the heir to the House of Croy. And then I like bow back to him.
Ooh, I didn't know we named houses. Well, I guess we named this house. Looks around. We should go outside and deal with this beer.
We should. We're getting distracted.
Does Phelan or Flint have anything to weigh into about this besides what
As long
they?
as I'm not the one talking to the dude, I'm good.
I got nothing.
I've got the spell Shatter. Meld into stone?
I asked Bob, I'm like, can you take over one of those skeletal bodies and talk and speak with it? Because you might have a better time getting around and helping us out if you have 2 arms and 2 legs.
I'm
Franklin
sorry,
jumps up.
Mistress. I'm not too sure what your skeletal bodies you're referring to. I've been enjoying the plushness of this bed.
I'm gonna say that's a hint that he doesn't want to be in a skeletal body. We need to find.
We
Bob a
have
body that's
Griselda's body, headless corpse.
We do.
I mean, it got rolled up, but we can refill it with some straw or something.
Got rolled up.
Yeah,
put
we
it in
used
a
it.
rug
We
or something?
toothpasted her to get all of her goo out because it
Oh,
turns
that's
you into a
right.
temporary zombie.
I'm sure we can come across something. Just
Yeah.
it's good to
Wait.
have information.
Wait, what if we can convince this guy that if he was just ahead, he would be in even more pain, and then give the demon body to Bob?
The demon body without the head.
Yeah, and then just put Bob's head skull on there.
Oh, that's good.
Got my head always thinking.
I turn to Bob and I ask if that would be amenable to him.
Possibly. I think that the only thing that would be at odds with what you're suggesting is that the skull wouldn't necessarily be attached unless you have some way to attach it to the body.
Do you
Franklin
need a
pulls
head?
out a sewing kit.
I was gonna say, do you need a head to be attached to the body?
I do have to say that some of the body's most pleasurable aspects are related to the head.
Okay.
My God.
Eating.
Eating, drinking,
Yeah,
doing
he
lines of
hears some
MSG.
He hears some of that and chimes in with a that you guys can't
Alright.
all understand, only as the of the alligator. But he says, "And face fucking."
Mhm.
What's
I
that?
let out a big belly laugh and I'm like, yep,
No.
yep, that's always a good time. But I don't tell everybody else what he said. I pat him on the head and I'm like, we'll find you a body soon. But in the meantime, we need to take care of this mirror. I am wondering if there is a way for me to Oh, you know what? I turned to Franklin and I'm like, "Hey, can some of your
Hi.
small companions babysit Enyo and Isol, and we can just leave them in here for safekeeping, and I can bring Bob with us out there for more information."
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. There's literally thousands of them. I turn generally to the ceiling. Hey guys, can we get some motherly figures to watch these here babies for us and keep them safe? Do you want them to stay down here, or, like, be taken up into the hive, or like, what are you thinking?
Probably stay down here so he can get some running around and activity in, or take a nap. Whatever he wants
Okay.
to do. And I just
Before-
set the baby down on the ground.
Before you finished explaining to Franklin, after he'd given you the order, and you weren't looking, Franklin, he, being one of the elders, just salutes behind you and come down and immediately give Enyo and Isol, while you're talking, in the to each palm and each sole of their foot and hand, this like sticky goo that they have, and proceed to put him on the ceiling, and starts crawling around with him.
Oh my god.
I just look at that. I'm like, I'm sure that's fine.
They got it. They're
They'll be okay.
responsible.
They have
built all
thousands of
this. They know what
babies.
they're doing. Yeah. All right. Are you gonna try your thing first? I turn to the others unless anyone else wants to step up to the mirror.
No? Let's go do the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not even sure if we've made a decision of what to do. We've talked about so many
Nope.
options.
No, we should. I mean, we
Let's
don't have
do
we
something.
don't have a solid way forward, but let's go back to the room. At least so we're in the same room as the beer, and maybe
Yeah.
it'll spark an idea. I finish my cereal, slurp up the milk, set it down, smack my lips, jump up.
Ready to break a seal after a good hearty breakfast.
The only one I may be missing is Flint.
Tricks, they're for kids. They look like little circles to you guys, but they're shapes for me.
Oh.
Oh, no. Flint.
Oh.
How's that?
I see a black and white map.
Samesies.
I see it correctly.
I see.
Am I colorblind at this point? Like just visually in the dark?
Yep.
No.
I mean, I
You will
see,
never
but I
see
only see
again.
me.
I only see you.
I
I only
see
see
you,
me
Franklin.
and my bugs.
Bugs. My bugs.
I'm running around you.
Oh, I do see you. But you're like transparent.
Huh?
Your icon's like transparent.
So I just highlighted the
That's
whole
weird.
map and I guess I selected myself. But I still only see black and white.
How about down here, where I've just clicked?
I have a square right there, but I see no character and I see in black and white.
Dynamic lighting. Vision on. Important. Sage.
Only a little.
Oh, I forgot to turn this vision on. There we go. How about you, Flint? Now, do you also see
Oh.
now?
I see my person, but everything is still black and like I
Yeah,
can move
They
myself.
can't see. They're not allowed. Sucks.
I'm also giant
Oh.
compared to the map. I take up like several squares.
My, how big you've gotten.
Yeah.
Yoink. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh. As you moved it. Okay, I think I
Sorry.
get it right now. You're good. Let me check something here too on the map settings. Dynamic lighting. Daylight mode's on, so should be able to see
Is it something on my end? Because I am still in black and white vision.
I see what you're saying. I just went to your guys' view. The
War. I've had that.
fog of war turned off, you mean?
Mhm. Yeah, is that turned off?
Where is that even? Under page D?
It's in like the map. So if you go to the settings for
Oh,
that
yeah,
page,
It's off. Movement dynamic lighting barriers restrict is on because I have the walls up.
it's a mystery. Ooh, ah.
Can't even move your character, Flint. Can you move yours
What's-
at least? Though?
What'd you say?
Can you move yours? I can't move. I can't even move yours.
Yeah, I
if
can
have
move
to-
it.
Oh, okay. It's just
Um,
weirdly all grayed out.
yeah, everything's grayed out. I see no one but me.
We are
But me.
alone.
I look around. Guys! Guys!
I make one of your characters emit light.
I see.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, I made Flint's character emit light, so it's as if like the map is in lighting explore mode, daylight mode. Oh, the daylight is turned all the way down. There we go.
Do
Okay.
do do.
Come on now.
do, do. Yep.
Okay.
Oh god,
yeah.
I thought you guys vanished like the other two guys I dreamt about. Phew.
We're
I
still
thought you didn't
here.
remember
We're,
that.
We're real.
I don't know.
So you guys poof into purple smoke inside the pocket rocket, poof back from the pocket rocket, and inside of a chamber, and you see the demon-ish figure sitting in front of the mirror, and you hear squishy noises, and he goes, and he turns back around after he hears the poof noise. Oh, you want your rock back?
What? I'm not gonna say anything. Nope. Don't want to know.
Yes. Can we please have a rock back? Thank you very much.
You hear a... I don't know if that came through.
It did come
Yeah.
through, and I hate that
Aw.
it did.
You got a pocket back there?
And
Franklin peers around his back.
yeah. He goes, yeah, it's called a prison wallet. Here you go.
No.
I look to the others. That seems useful. We should get one.
Nope.
We gotta hide so many things.
I reach
Absolutely
out and
not.
take it, and then I pull a handkerchief out of my purse, or out of my backpack, and I clear it off. Throw the handkerchief away.
Flicking off the piece of peanut.
It's actually corn.
I would say that Bob came with us too.
Oh, right. Let me get him in here.
So there is a mirror inside of an overgrown tree.
Yep.
Speak with plants.
I do not have that.
You guys have presumably at this point all viewed it out of the corner of your eyes up until and including now.
And it is
trying not to look
immune
directly.
to damage. Correct?
Yes.
Is it just
Hmm.
physical damage or any damage?
I don't think we tried magic because we all were dying.
Yeah. That's true. We were dying.
So the damage you do to it reflects back onto you.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's why I was thinking if we put a beer like
But it doesn't
you know.
reflect back onto just you. It does it in a radius, which is why all of us were dying.
Has
That's
anyone
right.
tried looking at it and hurting themselves?
Franklin did.
Oh,
Oh, not trying to hurt themselves. No.
Wait, did I look at? I like looked at it like at an angle, or we're like with a mirror, because I thought if we looked at it, we get sucked in.
Yeah.
was- It was at it was through the your crickets is how you would viewed it through their vision specifically.
I was gonna say I do see quite a large dead cricket right in front of the mirror.
Yeah,
Mhm.
which was
That's
I believe,
right.
Jeremy, who is splatted on the floor below it.
R.I.P.
No, not Jeremy.
He was my
Sad.
favorite.
I pick him up and put him in my inventory.
No.
Um,
Good for compost.
In a
so
box.
I kind of just begin to question our demon friend here, and I'm like, so how long have you been down here?
It's good to see you again too. Do you even remember my name?
I do have it written down, but I don't have my notes.
It's just-
So
you see a tear well up, and he goes, "Oh, thanks." Ow. Anyhow,
of course I remember you. We had such fun while I was wrapped up in your tail. I kind of say through my teeth.
oh, that was fun, wasn't it? We should do that again sometime.
Yeah, totally.
You said, how long have I been down here? It's hard to say. Since it's been at least since this iteration of Tarth. It's been quite a while.
I'm sorry, iteration?
Yeah, there's several iterations of the worlds that surround you. Sorry, that might be too small, too big for your feeble brains. Let's just say that I'm stuck to this particular plane of existence in this form and shape because of the seal. And he gestures behind him to the meal.
Oh, because of
Mirror.
the seal. So
Yep.
if the seal gets broken, you're freed from this place?
Exactly, the mundo. And hence why I've thought long and hard how to break it and come back with Zilch. And fortunately, I've just been tasked with running this plane of hell.
Have you
No,
ever tried
time.
accepting yourself?
He just turns his head slowly to you until he looks you directly in the eyes and goes, "Have you ever tried accepting yourself?"
I mean, I don't know exactly what that entails, but I mean, we were told by, I guess, a crocodile that that's the solution.
I pat him on the head and don't say anything about it. just pat the crocodile on the head.
You can see his eyebrows raise, not only at you, but then looking over at the crocodile, and he goes, Well, I haven't exactly consulted any of my crocodiles, but I have, in the past, I believe, consulted with something called a psychiatrist, and they said it's going to take many sessions and thousands of dollars, so...
If you tried to talk to a healer or a cleric, they have full, lesser and greater restoration, which removes. I don't know if it removes mental illness.
I think we said at least, not that mental illness specifically, but addiction, which is
Addiction.
a form of mental illness, is actually a curse. And so for that, at least he would know some degree of the magical essence of it and go, well, all healers aren't versed in curses.
What do
And
the
some
others?
of which are inborn, which has to
Hey,
do
guys.
with rewriting existence, which I don't know if you guys know anything about. So, moving on.
No. I could probably pick up remove curse. If I have to take a nap.
We all just stand here. You just lay down on the ground.
Nap
Um,
a lot.
I mean, yeah, I could actually pick up remove curse. Yeah. I'd walk to him. Do you want to accept yourself today?
Would you like to
Technically
accept
tomorrow.
me as your Lord and Savior?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I'm actually I have something for that too. Which I forgot about. But I don't know if remove curse would work.
Oh, you sent it in there. Let me see here. Oh no, you didn't.
What do we think if I ask him, what if we remove the beer from this plane of reality
Oh.
he goes,
into like a pocket reality, and I point at the rock?
"Oh, is that what
Can
that
we-
is?"
Can we pick
No.
it up? No.
I mean, it's in the tree. It's like baked into the tree, right? We'd have to chop the tree down.
It's definitely grown into the tree, it appears, yeah. Or out of the tree. It's unclear.
Speak to plants. Is speak to plants a cleric spell? Because this guy knows nothing. Nope.
What is perception of wisdom? He does have a perception. Oops, I should have rolled that, but I can just add his modifier there instead after the fact. Oh, okay. He actually rolled. A 3. And it only +7. Plus another 7. So yeah, he definitely noticed you, and he kind of seems to make a note somewhere about the subdimensional space.
Ugh. I narrow my eyes. Shit. How about to shut up? Man, how can we break this thing? Do you think Matt or Aliopolis would know how to break it? Would they want to break it? Looked at Flint. Because you've got a different torque than us. You could probably talk to Aliopolis.
We could see. Or at least maybe he might know a way to banish it from this.
I mean, my fear is he doesn't want it to be banished. He wants the seals to remain, right? If they're like, I assume they're opposites.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. What could we do? We have to accept ourselves to break it and ourselves. So that we have to accept that we are broken? To break it? But if you're already broken... Wait, hold on. If you're broken, and you accept that you're broken, and it breaks, can you become double broken?
Oh God.
What if it did the opposite? What if you became unbroken?
I have an idea.
This dude's a liar, and you definitely don't need thousands of dollars for a psychiatrist.
I want to look at the mirror.
You look directly at the mirror?
I want to look directly at the mirror.
You look directly at the mirror, and everything else, including your friends around you, fade away, and all you see in it is Hamilton, who's looking directly back at you with this look of, wait, is this real?
I look in the mirror and I say, I accept that I am not in control of my own.
You say you accept that you are not in control of your own. I didn't hear
fate.
the last part. Fate.
Trying to come to terms with that he's just a pawn in a game and that he knows that, I got my fingers holding his strings up.
So everyone else, while they're debating about what to do, how to go about this, is unaware as Flint. You look directly at this mirror and you see this, and you say that, and you know that that is actually Hamilton on the other side of the mirror.
I reach out for him.
Oh, it's a trap.
It's a trap.
You walk towards the mirror as if to embrace Hamilton, and as soon as you guys both embrace, everything around everyone starts to decay, and the lights of the tree that were glowing with these pustule yellows start to go out as you hear a shattering sound of the mirror. But you are now Hamilton.
What?
Johnny, you are now Hamilton.
What?
It's been a good campaign.
Oh, you swapped?
Oh no! Hamilton's gonna fucking hate it here.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Ooh.
So do we all see this? Do we all see just
Holy
Flint
shit.
kind of materialize from himself to Hamilton?
I would say that you guys are in complete darkness right now, so you're unsure of that exact fact. You may have been questioning.
Oh, there's
what
no
was
light
going...
right now. We can't see.
Yeah,
I
you
have
may have been
dark vision.
questioning.
I have superior dark vision.
Okay,
I cast light.
so
I can see
ahead and
for
roll
up to
me-
120 feet.
go ahead and roll me a perception with advantage, then, Phelan. And I'm gonna try and get over here too.
Cool. That's a 15.
The first thing you realize is that Flint is no longer Flint. He's standing in front of the mirror with it shattered. And besides this fact, everyone roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Ah!
Including me.
Mm-hmm. As
Another
Hamilton.
15! I'm consistent today!
13.
5.
Oh no, Franklin.
Uh-oh.
I know you're still getting over to your sheet.
Yeah.
I will go into this description at least.
Oh, you know what? I don't think it'll roll over. Just
You got to go to the
forever.
features and traits. There it goes.
Oh!
27. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
It's still going. Why is it
Oh,
still
God.
going?
Oh,
Oh no! How many times did you click?
He did 4 saving throws.
Am I safe?
First-
Am I safe? Saving throw, saving throw.
Am I safe yet? How are the first 2 natural 20s? Oh my god. That's wild.
Oh, you know what? I think it's these new dice. Because on Beyond they have Lego dice now.
Do they?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they're
because of
super
the
wacky.
Lego. Yeah, because of the
Oh.
Lego D&D set that got
Yeah.
released.
Oh shit! Why didn't you send anything into fucking chat? I would have.
It's $350.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Exactly.
but the dice in the Beyond is free though.
That's what I was talking
Hey,
about.
free?
Yeah, they're free. Go to the front page and it's at the very top.
Oh,
You just
look.
get to roll 30 times.
That's okay.
Yeah, and when you roll, like
Gib.
little accessories fall down to like a loot, little axe.
Gib. I need. Gib.
Yeah, where'd the link?
It's at the top.
Oh.
It's at the very front of the D&D Beyond page.
Yeah, go to the main page and
And-
at the very top there.
Claim your free copy of Lego D&D Adventure Digital Dice and more.
Yeah.
It's not showing.
Yeah.
Here, claim now. Please
Yeah.
give me.
Oh, and by the way, that
Oh,
that
okay.
Lego adventure from the D&D set,
Mhm.
it doesn't come with the set. You have to use your VIP points, and you get a physical copy of a Lego adventure.
Oh shit.
Do we have enough points for that?
Yeah.
We will once we buy the set.
Yeah, I have almost 6,000 points, and it's only 27.
Okay, now I'm gonna roll one just for funsies because I want to see it.
That sound is just perfect.
Oh my god! Please.
Gonna say she
What?
likes it.
It just turned into high pitched squeals.
I got very excited.
I don't blame
Okay.
you.
I'm
Um,
satisfied now.
um, so this is actually a description for
all the custom rolls being made with the new dice.
I just heard
Sorry.
all the clunking coming from Jess's screen.
Yeah, because I have the web browser coming through my TV screen.
okay. No, we'll go with
Oh, and if you order that DD set from the Lego website, you get a free gift of a Mimic dice box set.
ooh,
Oh, but I can't hash out $350. I want this. I want the Lego set so bad.
Don't worry, it's on back order.
Of course it is.
It's not out yet, it's on back order already.
I know it's
Yeah.
insane. I mean, but like, if you looked at it, the detail is immaculate, and that thing is
Yeah.
thousands of pieces. I don't remember the exact number, but it's like 5,000 pieces or something like that.
Yeah, is that one of the biggest sets?
It's one of the biggest. That's because of how detailed it is.
Not that I have the Lego website up. No, it's not. They did 3,700 pieces.
Okay, it's 3,700 pieces.
Yeah.
How much is a Millennium Falcon?
A lot. A lot.
I know it's a lot. I want to know the number.
The Rivendell set 6,100.
Oh wow.
Isn't that also their most expensive set?
No, I think the Hulkbuster might be the most expensive one. Because it's like almost $900.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Blood
no.
Moon's-
That's way off. Hulkbuster is actually on sale right now for $384.
Sales are nice.
below everyone's feet, you feel this shake, rattle, and roll. Phelan and Ash and Franklin all lose their footing, other than Hamilton now.
15!
Mm,
Yeah.
we all lose our
Oh.
footing.
Yep. And you're down to your knees as you hear Fraz fall down the stairs and just, oh, yes! down the whole
Oh,
ziggurat stairs. Down to the bottom, and he goes into the wall. Is the last thing you hear before this whole plane seems to start to fracture under you. It feels almost if there's an earthquake going on, and before the ground opens up under each of you and swallows you into this darkness that's weightlessness, and you're floating. It almost feels like, just because of how long you start to fall.
I just reach out for Bob, who was right next to me.
You hear him slightly off in the distance, but you can't quite find him with your reach.
I call out. I'm like, Bob, come back to me.
Hear and as you reach out, you grab a claw of his, and you kind of see behind him his tail spinning.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I was just gonna start to try to like just swim through the air really awkwardly. While falling, I want to see if I can cast light.
Cast light to diminishing avail because you see your party members around you falling, but otherwise darkness. Is anyone
Uh,
screaming, by the way?
I don't
Who's
know.
doing what?
Am I screaming?
Pretty me.
Not now. I yelled out for Bob.
Probably, honestly, yeah, probably.
I cast light by touching Bob and just using him as the light source. And whoever I can see closest to me, I'm just gonna hop onto Bob's back and I'll be like, swim towards them.
I'm going to instruct some of my swarm as we are falling. I'll tell them, quickly, stay behind and populate this floor of hell for the future. And I'll try to grab a shard of broken glass from the mirror as I begin falling. If I'm anywhere near Bob, I'll try to grab him.
Roll me a flat d20.
But they're kind of round.
Ah,
Flat dice theory.
Straight down the middle.
you land on a small piece that actually is only probably about the size of a needle that pierces your hand, actually, for 2 damage.
Ow! I clutch it. Don't know what this is, but we're gonna keep it. Look around for Bob.
You see a very glowing alligator, probably about 30 feet away from you, floating through space.
Oh, is he floating with us?
Yep, you guys are all falling at exactly the same rate, which seems to be
Oh.
down below your feet, but it's all otherwise blackness.
I turned to everyone. Everyone swim to the center so that we could do a cool like star shape as we fall.
Superhero landing!
I'm gonna just continue to ride on Bob's back and just direct him towards everyone.
With Phelan screaming in the background.
Yep.
Whee! I've descended into hell once already. It's fine.
Why don't we do it a couple more times?
And Hamilton greeting new companions.
What's going on?
Nobody-
What's happening here? Where am I?
Do I reach any of my companions on Bob?
You guys should all be rolling me actually in acrobatics.
Should I roll one for Bob?
Yes, if you have access to a sheet.
Oh god, I'm so excited.
And it
Oh
may
god, I
include-
rolled I rolled bad for Ash. Bob, show me your sheet.
Sounded like you said, "Show me your sheet."
Show me your
Show me
shit.
your shit.
To me. I want to see it's healthy.
Sorry, do I have to roll acrobatics too?
Yes, please.
Wait, just
Bad.
show it to me, please.
Wow, we all suck.
Actually, that's probably in your favor.
Okay, cool.
I'm looking at his character sheet here on Roll20, which was the only place that I had it. And
looking
it
for-
looks like it's not filled out.
That's probable. I know you'd ask me some questions a while back, but I don't know if we ever got into fleshing everything out specifically for him.
Well, he has a croc. I'm gonna say he's probably not very graceful, so should I just roll a flat d20 for now?
You can. Otherwise, you can look up a alligator or crocodile and add their bonuses.
Oh, yep, that's probably good. So, what are we rolling? Acrobatics, athletics.
Acrobatics.
Okay, so that's dexterity. +0. Awesome. Roll. Wow, we both did bad. I'm
Nice,
riding on
nice.
top of him, and we both rolled bad. I rolled a 3. He rolled a 2.
What about Hamilton there?
You might be muted. None of that came through.
I said, I'm sorry, I didn't know you wanted me to roll one too. So,
Apologies.
acrobatic,
Yes, please.
twice, no, normal roll. Me,
Oh boy, we get a new player. Flint's gonna be a very interesting addition to the other team.
I know, right?
We have a flying ship and we can shoot cannons out of a gun.
No, that's Hamilton.
Perfect.
Hamilton's got the gun.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It just
so-
ends up whenever we have a combined session that Flint ends up with it.
Because Hamilton
Ah.
gives it to him. Because Hamilton's not that destructive.
yeah, he only turned one
he?
girl into red mists.
Mhm.
What class is Hamilton?
Ranger,
Hmm,
right?
I don't know.
Rogue,
You tell
sorry.
me. Rogue.
14. That's kind of poopy.
So, as you're getting really close to Bob, everyone else is kind of piled onto him at this point. Your feet hit solid ground. Go ahead and roll me another dexterity saving throw, everyone.
Oh God.
Yay.
With disadvantage for those that had rolled poorly before. I apologize.
Oh
Does that make you
no!
feel-
You're
With
so mean.
disadvantage? No.
Yes. Yes.
So good.
So,
Dex
Oh.
save, right?
yep,
Oh,
Hamilton,
11.
that 15 is
Oh,
acceptable.
you fuck!
Oh, I got a nat 22.
I had a
Nice.
19 and now I've got a 7.
A 7,
Oh,
an 11.
An 11 for Ash, a 6 for Bob. Bob the crocodile.
You guys all end up on a heap on the ground and take 5 damage from a. It feels like if you've just fell from a very kind of honestly not that high of a height. You guys are all winded though, laying on the ground with Hamilton standing gracefully next to you. Probably
Hi,
not the best.
hi, people. Is everybody okay? What is? Help!
I landed on my back. I can't get up. I'm stuck.
Oh,
Help
I have to
me.
pick up Hamilton. Or not Hamilton, Franklin. The other inn. I go
Well,
help Franklin.
Push me
Hamilton
over.
would recognize Franklin because we did have a back and forth once.
That's
Oh yeah,
right.
through the Torgs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Uh,
lost our
Butthole?
ability to talk to each other. No.
Yeah, you look at you look at Franklin and you get a very distinct image of turtle butthole in your head.
Like, oh, I recognize you. I kind of wish I didn't, but I do. Here, I help Franklin flip him over.
Thanks, guys. You're
Aw.
also helpful. Help somebody else up. Everybody good? Everybody good?
You guys are
Where are
otherwise
we?
mostly intact, and you're standing what looks like in front of a bar that reads the Greedy Gremlin, and outside of that, you're quite sure this is some sort. It almost looks like the interior of a volcano, because there. Besides having gathered your wits about yourself just now, you're starting to sweat profusely. If you can sweat, I don't know if turtles can actually. And
Bad.
but everybody else is feeling the heat, as it were. As lava is no more than well, actually it'd be magma. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet away from you guys. with a bridge over to a small little town, it looks like, and some entrances to a cavern directly in front of you that seem to be closed off, with some other pathways to the northeast that lead to unclear locations.
As of right now, all I have is a screen of blackness.
It's probably my
Screen of darkness.
I as well have a screen of darkness.
Yep, it is my fault. How about now?
Ah, there we go.
Something just flashed. I'm zoomed way in.
Should
I'm
be
away
over
from
here.
my computer for the moment.
Oh, you're good. Yay!
Have a black
My-
screen.
You might be in a different
Uh,
section.
That's racist.
Damn.
Oh, my
Gotcha.
crocodile's a mini crocodile. What happened?
Just had to vision turn mirrors on. Save. Maybe
Oh.
that'd work. Yep, that worked. Yeah, your crocodile did kind of flatten out. He did get landed on by a bunch of people, so
I go to Bob and I'm like, "Oh, Bob, are you okay?" And I'm stroking his head.
oh, Ned got real skinny. So he like shakes himself out and he goes into a little skinnier form of himself. Then I'm fine, Mister's just lost a couple pounds.
I continue to like pet and stroke his head and scratch under his chin, and I was like, "Oh man, that was scary. I'm so sorry." Ash seems awkwardly attached to Bob.
And Manny Polis chimes in on everyone's torques, and he goes, "Oh, that's so much nicer. A little bit more room to move down here. Where'd you guys go, though?"
I stand up and look around. I'm like, "We are in someplace very hot," and I kind of like pull my collar away from my neck.
Hot. Must be up towards
Like
the
we're
upper
at a
levels, then.
bar.
Oh yeah,
that's
what did the bar say?
anywhere in hell.
I read the bar name out loud.
The Greedy Gremlin. He goes,
Greedy or gritty?
greedy, as in greed.
Turn to the others. I'm not 21. Well, technically I am. Technically I'm like 3,000, but you know.
Maybe you should be of drinking age then.
Oh, it sounds like you guys went up a level then.
Up?
That's weird. Yeah, it
Fuck
sounds like
yeah.
you're on the 4th level of hell.
Yeah, I think we broke the seal. Or, well, Flit broke the seal. I look at Hamilton. And then we traded?
Hamilton shines up. But what do you mean by being in hell?
Doesn't he? He
Oh,
has a Manny
buddy.
Torg, doesn't he?
Yeah, so I
he
can
hasn't
now
been
hear-
speaking to
Yeah.
him though. So he's been just trying to speak with us anyways, as far as I know.
And where is James? I just seen him. What is going on?
I turned to him and I'm like, "I'd like to know that too. What did you do with Flint?"
I don't know. I thought I was having a dream and I seen him and I reached out for him and next thing I know I'm here.
I walk over to Flint and I poke him in the arm to make sure
I mean,
he's
Hamilton.
Yeah, I walk over to Hamilton and I poke him in the arm to just make sure that he's like physically here. Like, yeah, that's person. We're not hallucinating.
That's person.
I poke him too.
Why is
You
everyone
have tender flesh.
Don't worry, I won't poke you.
Huh.
Yeah, welcome to hell.
And he
Or wait, no, I
chimed
shouldn't be
in
I
into
shouldn't be
your-
that confused.
You were told.
Yeah. Didn't
Yeah,
we
you
get...
Because we all know each other's memories.
Yep. But you would still be disoriented, I would say. But now
Yeah,
it's kind
about
of
being-
set in, probably like.
Yeah, so me playing the whole panic freaky out thing. I guess it works.
Panic for sure.
Probably would also panic and freak out if I was transported to hell and was fully aware of it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like the last place you were was on the boat. Or no. Yeah, when we were back on the boat having a discussion about what shit that just happened with the dragon.
Yeah, you were celebrating just before this, and then had all gone to sleep. For the most part, Tur. to rest, and that's when you went to sleep, Hamilton, you had seen the mirror in your bedchambers.
Ugh. So, how did I end up here?
We would like to know the same thing, actually.
Yeah, we were just in a room talking to a demon about trying to break a mirror that could potentially break you.
Not you specifically. Like
Like
us,
the person
as a
who
being.
interacted with the mirror. Yeah.
And you're saying James interacted with the.
Would we have noticed him walking up to the mirror? Like, did he actually say,
I saw
I'm gonna
him.
go talk to
Yeah.
the mirror or whatever?
Yeah, I said out loud. I have an idea. I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
And I watched
think
it
everyone
happen
would
because
have-
I have dark vision.
I think everyone would have ultimately been aware that he was walking towards the mirror, but it would have been more of a subconscious thing because you guys were trying to figure out what to do exactly, and we're talking to the demon Fraz specifically. Is how I was playing that anyhow. So it was more of a subconscious awareness that Flint did walk up to the mirror.
Okay, so yeah, Flint did walk up to the mirror, interacted with it, and then everything went dark. The world crumbled around us. We fell through the air, and now we're here, and you're here. So, hello.
So the mirror is a portal.
Maybe it was, but I think it's broken now.
Yeah, we also don't know how to get back to it.
We can get back.
I'll
to the
pull the
pieces.
sliver out of my hand. I got a piece of the mirror. It's a little
did you?
tiny piece. I fell on it.
Well, we should put that in something to keep it safe.
Put it in one of my vials that I have that has other people's blood. Oh, Mr. Hamilton.
Yeah.
I don't think, honestly, we could try to get you home, but you should get a few things if you're going to be traveling with us for a bit, for your own safety.
Okay. What will I need while I'm here? Besides, a fan. Hot.
Yeah, it's always hot here. You're literally in hell. I hope you're not a heavy sweater. I pull out a poop chain necklace and accompanying good berry that I slide in. Hand it over to him. Alright, so item number 1 is the key to our house, and I hold up the rock. This
But
is
you're
our
just
house.
gonna give this guy a key? Should
We know him. This is Flint.
Hamilton.
No, yes, you're Hamilton, but you're also Flint. Just like I'm Franklin and Rarl. I think.
Which of the rurals?
That's right.
I
I
don't
have
know.
weird memories of a misogynistic chicken.
I trust him. I walk over and I hug him.
We never should have broke that fourth wall, man. This is confusing.
Yeah.
We
I
should have
walk up
stopped
and
at
hug
the
him.
third wall.
The third. Anyway. I mean, I can withhold this stuff if you guys want. If we don't trust him, and I narrow my eyes and back away and take out a gun. No, I don't have a gun. take out a knife. I don't have a gun yet.
Yet. We should fix
Okay.
that. Get
No,
him
we shouldn't.
firepower.
No.
Give the turtle a weapon.
No.
Alright. Anyway. So if we all agree, just, for safekeeping, this is the teleporter to the house, and this one is a last minute, oh my god, someone threw an axe at the mirror and exploded and almost everyone died. Emergency healing.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Of course. I hug him again. You're one of us.
You're a friendly little guy. I don't think you really belong in this world, do you?
He
Oh, you'd be
he really does.
surprised. I have to look at the others. should gander out our surroundings.
Yeah, I'm gonna wander over to this bar. Come
You
on,
walk
Bob.
up
Yeah.
to the
Oh my
stairs,
God.
and the two goblins hold that are standing off to either side that look almost as if they are made of the same magma that that's bubbling down below that you can hear and feel. Hold up their hands towards you guys and go in goblin, probably actually too. Like you can tell that they're trying to tell you to stop, though. If you don't know, no one knows goblin.
I know Goblin.
I thought you might for some
Yeah.
reason. I had a feeling.
Oh,
So they
Yeah, I
they
picked
say,
a lot of short races to know the language of. Dwarvish, Gnomish, Goblin.
they say halt.
I do stop and I call back to them and I ask, Hail, where are we? As charming as I can in my most perfect goblin accent.
They both look at each other and get kind of a grin on their faces, and they say, "You're on the fourth level of hell. How did you not know that you're here? Where did you just come from? The ceiling?" And they both look up. They don't see any holes in the ceiling. It just is a rocky mass up there. And they go, "It was weird,
Did you say the fourth level of hell?
indeed."
We just solved a very interesting puzzle and appeared here by magic. Isn't that cool? We're cool like that.
Oh, they both just kind of get a weird look on their face, and they go, "That does tend to happen. I'm sorry for your loss, but is it the Gritty Goblin that only accepts patrons, those of which are of the paying variety?"
Of the paying variety?
"Yes, of course."
Don't worry, we can pay for ourselves.
"Yeah, okay, yeah." They both look at each other and they go, "How's about 100 gold sound then?" The one that's been talking says,
To get in?
"Oh, yes, it's just a regular entry fee."
Alright, so I reach into my bag and I pull out a amethyst gem and I just like underhand it to one of them.
They grab it. The one that's been talking. Let me see here. Actually, let me roll. He grabs it deftly out of the air and looks at it, shines it on his shirt, and goes, shoves it in his pocket. "Cover about 10 gold. You got about 90 more to go."
10 gold. From where I'm from, that's worth a whole lot more.
"Well, they probably don't have people that need to work on these things. That was a pretty rough cut gem."
So they said one amethyst is worth 10 gold?
Yes, he did say that.
Okay.
At least of the one that you tossed at him.
So wait, do we need 10 gold per person?
100 gold should cover you all. Just kind of says nonchalantly.
100 gold should cover us all. But there's only 5 of us. You would only need 50 gold. And I try to persuade him. I'm like, what if I just give you one more gem?
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
33.
Oh,
That was a natural
Oh,
20
God.
there, eh? He goes, well, sure, fine, I guess. I'm feeling generous today.
I reach into my bag and I pull out a blue sapphire and I toss that to them.
The other one starts to open the door before you even finish tossing it to him, and he grabs it, and guys are able to enter. Can you see through that
Oh, yeah.
door?
Come on, friends. I don't even think
me
there's a
see.
door symbol.
Let me see if I can fix that.
Oh, yeah, is it way over there?
That's a winder. Place dir. Dink. Dink. Oh. Change this up a little bit on me. Huh? Hmm?
Yay! Oh, yay!
There you go.
I march in with Bob right behind me. And the first thing I'm going to do is walk up to the bar. If I see it, do I see it?
You do. It is to the right as you walk in. There seems to be a very let me see here. You see it over the tops of some booths that are very well kept in. Actually, you may not notice it actually, but Hamilton definitely would, just because the height differences.
Yeah, I'm pretty short. And Bob is
Yeah.
against the ground. So we just start wandering around.
Yep. And then, how tall are you too?
I am
I know
like
Franklin's about like 5 foot.
I'm like 5'11".
Franklin's
Elves are tall and lanky.
I thought Franklin's only 4.
4.5, right around there.
Oh yeah. So only Phelan and Hamilton would be the ones to first off see the bar in that direction. Otherwise, everyone else sees just booths, tables laid out, some nice chandeliers. The walls are all very thick, very rock hewn almost.
Is this like a city?
Are you saying that to the guards or?
Yeah, I say this out loud, but I imagine at this point, if Hamilton allows it, Franklin's been holding his hand.
Oh, then you got to walk with Hamilton. He's walked inside.
Yeah, I know. I'm away from my computer. 1 second. Sorry. I was bringing groceries up.
Oh, you're good. So if you're in that case, you're standing next to Hamilton and saying that to him, and he's probably shrugging.
Like, I mean, Hamilton, he's just gonna act like this is normal, and he's like, yeah, okay, uh huh.
You can see Ash looking around, not knowing where to go. Hamilton.
Like, as we walk in here, be like, you know what? After everything we've just been through, I could definitely use a drink, and I'll start heading to the bar.
But he is flipped.
I'm just going to follow Hamilton to the bar.
Yeah, I definitely could use a drink. Always at this point.
Guys, saddle on up to the bar, and the nervous-looking goblin behind you goes, "What hit ya?"
I will have a nice brandy, if you would please.
I don't know how much on the nice part I can get, but I can definitely work up something on the brandy part. And
Okay.
he goes kind of jitteringly off to the to a couple barrels that he's got lined up along the wall, and some glasses he starts organizing around.
I look at Hamilton. I'm like, do you have any currency to pay this guy with?
Oh, as long as I accept gold down here, I do have quite a bit of gold on.
Oh, only souls. Sorry. I wink at the others.
He comes walking back to the bar and sets down 2 glasses. You said a couple, right?
Sure, I'll take. It's been quite a.
Sets the 2 down in front of you that you ordered. Can I get you all anything else?
What do you have, barkeep?
Well, depends upon who's asking and how much we're willing to pay. So before he takes his hand off the glasses, he looks at you, Hamilton, too, while you're trying to grab him off him, and he goes, 2 silver. And then he goes,
So-
"Wait, how much did the guards charge you at the door?"
Too much.
They charged us 100 gold.
Entrance is free. Anyways, I guess you could have these two in the house.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
I pull out another blue
Narrows his eyes.
sapphire and just set it. And I was like, here, hold on to this for me until we completely spend it, and then you can have it.
He goes, he picks it up, he holds it up to the light, and then he rubs it on his shirt, and then he looks at it again, and he goes, "It's a little bit of work," and he shoves it in a pocket. "Probably get you all a drink, though."
Frothy.
Frothy. That's not.
Three of a
I can,
bunch.
I can work with that, I guess. Anyone else?
Just bring me any ale you have. Do you have ale?
Yes. Of course.
I'll also do an ale.
I need 2. One in your largest cup, please.
Would Bob need a straw?
I kind of
Probably.
just been dumping stuff into his mouth, and when I've been feeding him, I've just been like chucking it into his mouth. But I mean, like, if they have a straw, I'm sure he would love it. I'm just sitting here getting a crocodile drunk. That is my D&D campaign now.
Mother Day.
He goes, 2 ale, something frothy. Okay. Oh, wait, 3 ales, you say, right?
Yes, I
Yeah.
want an ale.
And then he goes and walks actually through this door. And you hear, just behind the bar, and you hear some muffled noises before the door closes. And he comes back out and he sets down one really frothy reddish green glass in front of you, Franklin, and then a bluish hued actually ale, the 3 glasses in front of Ash, who seems to be standing closest to the bar with Phelan still out in the entry.
Oh,
you
did I
go.
not move myself in? Whoops.
There we
Didn't
go.
realize-
She's just yelling
Right.
from the door.
Give me
Like,
an
alcohol, please.
Wrong direction.
I don't know where I go. Ah! Aha. Found it.
But I take the biggest glass that he brought out, and I'll ask him, like, do you have a straw? Are those things that you have? You have.
Habs.
And he goes, "Seriously, we're not animals here." And he pulls out like a metal straw and sets it in the glass.
So I pick up the biggest cup that he gave me with the straw in it, and I set it down in front of Bob. And I'm like, "Will this do ya?"
And he just and then tries to like put the straw in his mouth.
He doesn't have lips. I don't know if the straw will work.
He just kind of chomps down on it awkwardly.
Yeah. He just kind of puts his whole front face on top of it, including the straw, and you see him tilt his head back.
I decide to help him out. I'm like, here, let me make sure you get a good drink out of this.
Everyone roll me Constitution who's drinking.
Goodness.
Have alcohol?
Constitution saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
Mine's a 15.
Damn. I don't
Bob's
like these
is-
Lego die anymore. They're mean to me. I'm changing.
Yeah.
Bob
I'm like
got a
not being able to
16.
see the number until it's already rolled.
I rolled separately and got a 6.
So everyone's tipsy. You have advantage on charisma-based checks and saving throws, except for it sounded like Ash.
I got a 15, and what did I just say? He got a 16. Bob did.
Yep. So both you two are enjoying your beverages of choice, which actually start to we realize maybe is that a blue raspberry kind of. And it's kind of chilled. Maybe it's a slushy.
Mm.
Ale?
And there's definitely alcohol in it.
Oh, 100%.
All right, that's all I'm worried about. I'll drink this blue slushy.
And as for the brandy, Hamilton, you're probably realizing that it's a little bit punched up than what you're used to, and you're wondering whether or not they use stone or something burnt in it, because that brandy is strong. With your eyebrows, you feel maybe start to melt or something. I don't know.
His nose hairs curl.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
guess I should have expected this being where we're at.
And Franklin, what looks like to be a
Aw.
Carmen.
I actually already forget what color I said. And I said it not only moments
It
ago.
said like blue and or red and blue or something.
Red.
I thought.
I thought it was red too. You're tasting milk, but it's almost as if the creature that had been giving the milk had been under duress. So it's a bit of an irony tinge to it, but somehow that works. And gets you
Takes
drunk
me
again.
back.
You
So this is the first time Franklin's ever drunk, so I'm gonna say he gets trashed immediately.
Wait, we didn't give him alcohol at the last bar with
Nope.
our
Franklin's
witch friends?
always been ordering just milk. This is the first time someone's given him alcohol.
Yeah, I kind of expected him to just give him like milk that they frothed up.
That's what I was expecting, but it's alcohol.
Yeah,
It's
he
a
said
goblin
something
place.
frothy.
It's gonna be goth. Yeah, it's gonna be alcohol.
Yeah,
Franklin's just sitting there, very tipsy. He turns to others. Do you think this place also has that thing where if I give them my other arm, I'll get other superpowers?
I do not
I
think
hold
they
up my
would
right
do
arm.
that.
Bartender, can I sell you my arm?
Chris, well, you could, but I'm not sure if I'm. Forgot the goblin accent already.
Sure, you can use your hand around here.
I walk over to Franklin and I just put my hand on his arm and I'm like, no, that was Manny. That wasn't the bar. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I look back at the door. Those guys robbed us. And he stands up. That's
pretty
not
normal
very
here.
nice.
You're in the greedy part of hell.
I want to see if I can convince them to give us our money back.
I'm gonna convince him to give me my money back. And his
Oh,
eyes
I
kind of like
should.
black
No,
out a little
I'm.
bit.
I'm.
God.
Oh God, I'm going off with Franklin to make sure he doesn't kill anyone.
So the
I'm
reason I
going to
paid with
try
gems
to. I'm
is
going to try
because-
to peacefully talk with the goblins at the front to try to convince them to give us their gold back.
You guys
was
didn't give him
true.
any gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was gems. I gave them.
Or
I said to the
gems.
bartender that we paid 100 gold because that's what they asked for, but that's essentially okay. So essentially, not what we paid. Hold on, let me get back to my character sheet. I clicked away from it.
But you gave him a sapphire. It's gotta be worth more than just the 10 gold they thought it was.
I gave them
Yeah.
a blue
Those are
sapphire
rare.
and an amethyst.
Yeah, those are literal gemstones. Not. You could buy a person for 10 gold on the right floor.
Right, I haven't marked down what all these floors.
He's very tipsy and he starts wandering toward the exit.
I'm following him.
So the amethysts are supposed to be, I guess, 100 gold a piece, and the blue sapphires, I think, are 1,000 gold a piece.
Yeah, so I'm getting our money back for the sake of getting the money back.
But there was a reason. Okay, so there was a reason. I was gonna ask you this, Josh. I have a bag full of gems because
Yeah.
I am trying to organize all of my notes because I have them spread across like 3 sketchbooks.
Yep.
This person
Um,
taking notes.
And I have tons and tons of gems in my bag, specifically just Ash's bag, and like a lot of them. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna start using these.
Yeah.
This is a source of currency.
Mm-hmm.
But also, they charged us for something that's free, so I'm getting it back.
Yeah, you guys get those from that
That chest? No.
yeah, chest of desire. I wanted to say, yeah.
So we're in the 4th level of hell. So that was greed, and we just came from
Anger.
anger.
Ooh, lightning.
Anger and sexual frustration. Everything was coming
Mhm.
everywhere.
Maybe.
Yeah, because I have
Ooh,
one level
thunder.
that says sexy Satan. That's just the whole level is sexy Satan.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's level 9.
What was
Ooh,
this
is
one
Satan
again?
sexy?
Apparently, he is here.
Level 4.
Yeah, we had a
Greed.
list at some point. Greed.
If you go
I'm trying to think
to
of. Is this based off of like Dante's Inferno levels?
a little bit, add
Yeah.
Dante, add 4 more levels, I want to say. But if you go to Manipolis under the handout, that's in your journal, it should be the levels of hell is a handout there, and that should give you at least the numbers. I should update that with, because you did get newer information about exactly what those were. I did send like a screenshot of what I was thinking, which is loosely based on Dante's Inferno, but it's not fully, because I kind of took liberties. Yeah, you guys are in 4, which is greed.
Yeah, I have a list
you'd-
of
you'd
12
already-
levels and what they are.
You'd already cleared 3, which was gluttony.
So we cleared 3, and we just did anger.
Which is
Didn't-
5.
Did we do one before that?
You were in limbo, which you've
That's
never
right.
really, I would say, cleared, but you'd never really had to, in my opinion. It was me just giving you an interstitial space before I figured out how to run hell, because I did never expected you guys to just burst into hell at level, what the fuck were you, like 4? 3?
Yeah, we were real low. We were like, oh, this is a door to hell? Fuck yeah, let's go in. Despite all of our DMs like, are you sure?
Yeah,
Super sure.
yeah.
I also have written down, just on the side of my notes, not very well, puzzle cube solving the puzzle will end everything. I am not that good at taking notes, but I take a lot of them.
I've
You
had
wanna
a
roll me a
puzzle
history
cube.
check? Real quick.
Yeah. Where did it go?
If you don't
Griselda
remember
had
what that
one.
was.
14.
You do remember that Griselda was the last one to hold it, and you kind of vaguely remember that was how you'd gotten into this level of hell after freeing Loki last. Also, there's a sense that you momboed in from that limbo place after having solved a cube with Tanaka.
Mm-hmm. I do remember momboing in to
And
limbo.
And there was this, like, Rubik's Cube that Griselda had.
Dodecahedron, I think it was.
Yeah, tridecahedron, which was 13-sided.
Yeah, it says
It's
torturing
raining.
Loki with a table. Oh no, wait, that was in that room.
That's the good campaign.
Yeah.
That was the good campaign.
We're so
guys-
good.
He was my first kill.
Also, especially those that are drunk, hearing this constant ting, ting, ting in the background that almost starts to sound like music to you.
Cool. I'm convincing the goblins to give us our gems back.
So you saunter on outside with Franklin in tow, it looks like.
I'll be a little behind her to give her a chance before Franklin bursts out angrily. He's an angry drunk, I've decided.
Okay. That's honestly in character.
It probably depends on what he's had to drink.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
And
So-
who he's
Or the
around.
situation. Knowing that he's been robbed, definitely angry drunk.
I would say easily overly emotional in whatever situation. Probably better.
How's Phelan exiting the bar and approaching the guards then?
I view her as one of those as one of those like white girl wasted types
Mhm.
who definitely is too touchy, too flirty, and very much so is like, I don't even know what's happening. Like what? Like that type.
Mhm.
Oh my god, no way.
Yeah. So
Beautiful.
she would like very messily sort of open the door, leaning against it, and then end up leaning against one of the goblins, be like, "Hey, so like, I learned that you actually didn't have to pay for coming in here, and I was just like really, really wondering if we could just like get our gems back because, like I know you guys are doing such a good job out here, like defending, making sure no one shady comes in here. But like we're giving you business inside, so like why do we have to give you business outside?"
Roll a persuasion.
I'm gonna say in my like after I like told Franklin not to sell his arm, I just went back to helping Bob continue to drink. And
Did you say
kind
that
of
those of
missed
us
the
that are
fact.
tipsy get advantage on charisma stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do charisma-based checks.
Which persuasion
Gain
is?
advantage on it. Yep.
Just hit him with the old classic. Come on.
Yeah.
This is 22.
Maybe you can get higher.
Oh, I already did it with advantage. I rolled a 14
Oh,
and a 15.
Oh, okay. I see. It only shows me the
Yeah, the
Uh,
one.
higher one, I
Yeah.
guess. So
I rolled a 14 and a 15, so it was either a 21 or a 22.
nice. So he sighs and he goes, "Yeah, you caught us. Well, welcome to the Greedy Goblin, I guess."
Oh my gosh, I get the name. So creative.
Well,
I'm
you
just
gotta
imagining you
gotta stay in
slapping
business
him on the
somehow.
back.
I
Like, way
am
too hard.
absolutely like doing like the like slap on the back, like the touch on the shoulder, like oh my god.
You're so quirky.
Yeah.
Now give us back our money.
Yeah, so like, oh my god, that's so creative. So like, can we get them back though? We are giving you business inside. I promise. If you can't already tell, we've had a couple of drinks and we're definitely gonna have more.
A couple
And
of
he-
drinks in like the 2 minutes we've been in here.
He goes, "Well, again with the name, I mean, you get what you pay for, but if you're willing to shell out a little bit more," and he gives you the up and down and kind of gestures with his head around the corner. I think be even, right? Whispers to his partner.
You're right. Break it down to dark alley.
Oh, Franklin jumps in. Yeah, I'm willing to do that. Slowly walks away with him.
Wait, Franklin,
Decide
are
which
you
wants to
jumping
do
in?
first. No, I want to give you a chance to do what you want to do, but know that he's on his way. I mean, no, he's on his way with like to confront them, so you probably could expect to be interrupted by an angry turtle quickly.
I don't want to go down a dark alley with two goblins.
Use the angry turtle option. Be like, hey, I'm just trying to help you out before this angry turtle.
So, any other time, sure. But just know, you saw that turtle that came in with us earlier. He's not very happy about learning that we kind of were taken advantage of. And I'm just trying to save you guys before he comes busting in here. He's crazy.
They both look at each other. You look a little unhinged. I mean, I haven't seen one of his kind around for some time. But, well, I mean, I think we could, like I said, give him the both of them back if you want to step around the corner there.
The perfect
Otherwise-
time for the turtle to show up.
I was gonna say, this is
Sure.
the perfect
If
time for
that's
Franklin to bust through the door.
When you guys want me to bust out, let me know.
But I
Otherwise
think this
he's-
is your timing.
I'm bussing.
So, if that's what if we're wanting to have me burst in, it's then Franklin gets to the door. I don't know if there's like a window or something that I can see out, but as soon as I walk out, I have cast a Form of Dread as I approach the door, and you just see like pitch black eyes, undead skin, like riddled with maggots, and just like a dark smoke billowing off of him as he opens the door, looks at the goblins, casts Evil Eye on the one that took the gems, and he needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Just goes hardcore right from the fucking rip.
Immediate. It's like I tried to save them, man.
Like,
But they
you
wanted to
fucked
take
up.
advantage of me. Absolutely not.
So they both see you coming out looking like that, and look back at Phelan, and the one that took the gems just puts both of them in your hand and says, "Yeah, absolutely. Sorry for there was just a fun joke, you know."
Hee hee ha ha.
I'm gonna turn around to Franklin and I'll be like, "We got him back. You're all good. You don't need to do anything more. Leave them be."
He walks straight up to one of them, whispers in their ear, "I like to eat people like you," and then steps back, drops Form of Dread, turns back to Phalia's. "Yay, we did it!" Skips and then turns around and runs back in.
Beautiful performance, beautiful.
Wait, were those goblins wearing shoes?
Where is the key form of that? Because now they're just filled with shit. The shoes.
Because has anyone seen the videos of how turtles react to black shoes?
No.
No, what?
Apparently,
not.
turtles hate black shoes.
Yeah.
And they will headbutt them like the tortoises.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, if I'll have to find it and see if I can share one into the Discord.
I hate black shoes. Every shoe store I come across, I burn down.
No, God. Uh,
He goes back in, happy as a clam. Wow.
That could be
Oh.
like one of those negative traits on your character.
hate black
So,
shoes.
Black
Phelan, you
shoes.
now are in possession of that amethyst and
I'm just gonna be
sapphire,
like,
I believe.
Amethyst and
"Thanks,"
blue sapphire.
shimmy
yeah,
my
'cause
way
of
back inside, and I'm gonna make my way back to the bar and hand them back to Ash.
I'm gonna look surprisingly up at you and I'm like, oh wow, thanks. And fumble them back into my bag.
You should really thank Franklin. He was the real big selling point. He's really good when he's scary.
Hey, you just gotta be nice to people, you know?
I stand up and I walk over to Franklin and I give him a hug because I know he likes
Aw.
hugging. And I'm like, thanks, Franklin.
He leans into it. Ugh.
And then I go
You're
back to
welcome,
getting Bob
Bob.
drunk.
So seeing this, and I'll lean over to Ash, kind of quietly, and be like, "So I guess we're drinking for free today, huh?"
And
No,
we're
I
drinking
gave the
up until
bartender a sapphire.
that, up until that sapphire, which is 1,000 gold, so we can drink
Oh,
out
that's
the
right. You
whole
gave
fucking
him.
place.
Never mind.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I gave him a separate sapphire. So okay, so let me just read a little bit off to you. I have 51, now 52 sapphires.
Oh
Worth
my
1,000 gold, you said?
Yeah, one is worth 1,000 gold.
Oh my god.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's why I was
God.
like, why do I have so many of these? And then I have a bunch of random stones, like bloodstone, a black
Guys,
pearl, a black
we should
opal, a bell.
We should hire some mercenaries.
We should here are some pretty rocks. Now go do what we want.
Here, we'll say here, you guys go unlock the different seals. We'll open up a bakery.
I mean,
Anyway.
we could like keep a little minion with us just for like sacrificial reasons.
I mean, here's the thing. Should we hire staff for the pocket rocket to like keep it clean because I've got like my guys, but like they don't have thumbs.
Yeah, that'd be nice to have someone clean it up, take care of the baby, cook us food.
I'd
Oh,
be
I
down
just
for
saw
that.
that.
Yeah.
The nervous goblin behind the bar chimes in with, don't know your guys' names, but mine's Steve.
Hi, Steve.
I say, hi, Steve, it's nice to meet you. Giving him like a big grin and looking just as charming as possible. And I'm like, my name is Ash, and my friend down here is Bob. And I point like down behind the bar right next to me.
Okay.
Where'd you go?
She's in that box behind that chair.
Is she still mean mugging nothing?
No, it's almost like she was like, I remember that box. Just went straight to it, got in, now she's loafing.
Okay.
No.
So where,
I don't know,
you
Karma
guys?
was sitting on my lap, and then she just stuck her head up like she saw something. So me and Jess were both on alert, like, what's over there moving?
Yeah, I was worried it was a mouse or something.
And she just walked over to that box, got in it, and loafed down.
Oh, cats.
Right?
What are you guys doing here? How'd you get here?
Oh, we're
It's a good
just here.
question.
Touring the countryside. Can you recommend any good places to visit on this level of hell?
You're in it. It's about the best you got here. The greedy goblin.
Do you know any way to get out of hell?
You're funny.
No, I lean in towards him and I'm like, but do you know of anything cool to see? Like weird statues, maybe mirrors that suck people in, giant keyholes that you could put a tree in, things along those lines. Anything like that?
Oh, well. Besides where we're at currently, I mean, we're just in the mine shaft of this part of hell. Everything else that we send up the way down to the master, that's about all I know. Besides that, I just gotta keep everyone that who's happy and that comes in. That's my job.
Down to the master.
Yep.
Who's that?
Oh, we just know him as the master. You're not allowed to ask so many questions. You could probably, if you're, a glutton for punishment, go to the church. They like questions, but at the same time, they don't.
Never known a church to like questions.
Yeah.
They get mad at you normally.
Yeah, but, you
Mm.
know, they'll answer them. They'll just be mad at you.
No answer that.
I looked to the others, air quotes, answer them.
Yeah, I just chuckle a little bit. I'm like, I bet you we could get some answers.
Like, well, since I guess we are in hell, wouldn't the master be the devil?
It'd be
Does
some sort of
innocent
devil.
Hamilton ask
I mean,
this?
I mean,
No.
deity.
You're
He's a
funny.
deity. I like deities.
No, your counterpoint power doesn't.
If you want to know more, I mean, I don't know too much more. I really just get drinks, and if you want any more food, you could talk to me. You guys are pretty much settled up for the day, easily. But
Hey.
Oh,
I turned to Ash. Should we buy this place? I mean, should
Oh my
you buy
God.
this place?
Yeah.
Should we buy this place and then make it make money for us? I don't know. How would we get the money?
We would just have a
Well,
liaison.
yeah. Capitalism. Franklin gets a spark in his eye for some reason.
Capitalism's so dark.
Very in theme for this campaign.
So he said go to the church if we want to ask questions, but they don't like to answer questions.
Yeah, but they'll answer, but they'll be mad about it.
if you, he seems to have overheard what you were speculating about buying it, and he goes, like I was about to say too, if you want to talk to Bildress over there at the forge, she's one of the ones that its current owner
probably the majority share.
Of this bar.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
And he'd probably know a good bit too. He talks a lot with the church. I'm unfortunately just, one of his minions.
Employee owned. Wow.
Yeah, I just got employee of the month though.
I
Oh,
say thank
that
you.
is so good.
And I'm like, I can tell you are such a good barkeep. I say, again, being as sweet as possible. And I flick 1 gold coin to him.
And roll.
I look at Hamilton. Hey, bud, can you do something for me?
He drops it before he picks it up off the ground. And he goes, "Thank you." He puts it in his mouth to check it, and then throws it behind his waistband.
I wink at him, and then I saunter over to the guy at the forge.
Possibly, little buddy. What do you need?
Have you ever seen the sky or an ocean?
I have.
Could you describe them for me? No.
Oh.
Oh!
Scooch in.
Oh! I feel sad!
While
I've
you're
only
doing-
ever known caves and basements.
While you're thinking on that, Ash,
Basement. Oh my god.
Oh.
you
I run
skip
over and
on.
hug Franklin before sauntering back over to the smithy.
You go over to Bildrith, who doesn't even look up at you while he's sweating and hammering away, grunting all the while in between the slams of the hammer.
I just watch him for a minute or two before complimenting him on his exquisite form.
It just grunts in acknowledgement before. Ding!
I'm gonna continue to wait there and just kind of like wait for him to have a moment where maybe he puts the metal back in the forge to heat it back up before I ask him any questions. Like trying to be as like polite and timely as possible instead of being like, "Hey, I know you're doing something, but talk to me." I'm gonna try to not do that.
Anyone else have time to fill the air?
More drunken activities about talking about
More
the ocean.
drinking.
Oh, I'm just getting told what the real world is like.
Yeah, I'm explaining it as best I can.
I'm
Yeah.
also curious because I lived in underground my entire life as well. So I
So
am
they're
a
both just
drow.
enthralled by
I'm
Frank.
a drow. I don't go out in the day.
Oh, you're a drow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought you were a high elf.
No, I'm bad elf. Not bad elf. Evil elf. Not evil elf either. Really, it all depends. But I'm underground elf.
Depends on the
There we go.
situation.
Depends on if I follow Lolth, which in this timeline, yes. But
Oh, I like lean back and I see the forge guy hammering and she's approaching her and I call out, "Hey, see if he makes armor." And I lean into the others. We've got an entire pocket rocket full of adamantine.
I
oh
do
wow,
should
need
gear
some
up.
more armor because I have not gotten new armor in a hot
I'm a
minute.
sorcerer. I can't wear shit.
I'm still
Get you
wearing
some
my scout
sparkly
uniform.
clothes.
I literally
are
can't
always
wear
not
armor. I wish I was joking. I'm literally not proficient in any armor. I love.
Well, that's why you
Wait,
get
not
mithril
even light armor?
Nope.
Yeah, you need
I guess
mithril.
nudity it is.
Sorcerers literally cannot wear armor.
Mithril
Unless
armor
you get that's
takes
true.
away all of the disadvantages.
Yeah, there's certain armors that you are proficient in if you wear it. Like Elven Chain is that
Oh.
way. Like there's certain ones that are like that, but
We should go shopping later because this is the first time I think any of us have been anywhere that has any sort of store.
Yeah, any sort of smithy or... Because, what was it? Somebody skinned a frog, a giant frog, to make their own armor.
Oh yeah, that's right. And I'm pretty sure I ate its eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, that'd be so cool.
To have frogs?
Yeah, we should go shopping at some point, especially if assuming Ash, you would be acceptable. We have a fair bit of money we could spend to gear up when we have the chance.
That's fine. I'll be the sugar mama. I shared that. I shared that video of that turtle, by the way.
Sweet.
I was just gonna look something up, and now I forgot what it was.
At that point, Ash, while you're standing there patiently, you see Bildreth wipe his brow, pick up the piece that he's working on, puts it back into the forge, and starts working the bellows.
I will saunter a little bit closer to him, and I want to ask him. And I'm like, so I heard that you are. Did they say part owner, or that they just had like shares?
Majority.
Majority shares. I heard that you had majority shares in this place.
Well, I miss. He says with a much gruffer accent than what you've heard so far.
I ask him if he has anything that he's willing to sell.
Depends on who's asking and for how much. Everything's got its price.
Continues to work the bellows.
I lean in a little bit. I was like, well, I'm the one asking, and I mean, I don't know how much do you need?
Well then, you've got a problem on your hands because you find yourself in the greedy goblin, and if everyone's asking for a price, it's gotta be high.
I chuckle at that, and I was like, I bet. Do you have any armor for sale in this place?
Not in this place. This just be where I do some of my hobby crafting. I have some in the off branches.
Well, I would greatly appreciate it if you could direct us to there after our talks here. I ask him if he is willing to sell his shares in this place.
Well, earns me a mighty coin. That's why I'm here today, making sure that Steve over there doesn't just give all the drinks away for free. What did you pay him, by the way?
Shit, what rock did I give him? I gave him 1 blue sapphire.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that should probably hold him pretty good. But, yeah, tends to be a little squirrely.
It seems like so far all the ones I've met here seem to be a little squirrely. Would you consider yourself squirrely?
No, I'm about as solid as the rock that I mine.
I look him up and down and I go, I can see that.
He takes the compliment in stride and pulls the piece that he's been working out of the forge, holds it up close to him so that the light glows off of his sweating form before he sets it back onto the forge, or onto the anvil, and starts picking up the hammer.
I will wait for him to beat his hammer. Just give him time, continue the conversation when he's done. Again, trying to be polite as possible because I want to get as much as I can out of this guy.
What about Phelan?
Thunder.
You guys and order another round, it sounded like.
Yeah.
I call out, I'm like, can someone bring me another drink, please?
I'll bring her another drink before I start drinking my second one, just to make sure that I actually get it to her.
You guys order the same blue slushy, I would
Yep.
guess.
Oh yeah.
Goblin blue slushy. Is that the drink we should make for the eurythmic veracity?
Yes. I like the way that sounds.
Goblin. Okay, I'm writing it down.
It's a really good for the time of the year, I'd say.
Wait. Was I given this man's name yet? This goblin's name?
Bildreth.
Bildreth?
Yep. Does Franklin order up to with Hamilton?
I still have that drink, so I'm just start on that one.
Oh, okay. Guys can all roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh. Ooh.
I
Franklin
would
is
say when
still
I called out,
trashed.
I
Eh,
would also
I'm actually
ask
doing
them
pretty good now.
to give Bob another drink as long as he wants one, which I'm sure he does.
Actually,
Oh,
that
yes.
second one didn't affect me. I'm still the same level of white girl wasted.
I rolled an 11. Bob rolled an 18. No, a 19 because he's got a +1.
So now you are tipsy, which gains you advantage on those charisma saving throws.
Yeah, because I totally need
Whoa.
more advantage on those charisma rolls.
Then yeah,
Even.
Franklin, you went up. So you were tipsy before, which was just getting you that advantage. Now you also have disadvantage on dexterity-based checks
Ooh,
and gain
he
advantage
wobbles.
on strength checks
Oh.
and saving throws.
He a strong turtle.
And Hamilton also went up a level, getting you to that buzz state, which is that disadvantage on dexterity, but advantage on strength. Oh,
Rain.
okay, I see what that is. So, yep.
Another thing. I don't know.
I'm sorry, what?
Steve just goes, uh-huh.
Put my head down on the bar. The
I
world
think we're gonna
is
need to cut off the
spinning.
turtle.
You're gonna cut the turtle up. What?
No, cut off the turtle.
Oh,
He's
Cut him
just
off
had
from where,
too
Denise?
much. No, no, he's had too much to drink. I feel like I got the vibes this was his first time.
Oh, you mean stop the? Oh, okay. Okay. That's a new term for me.
more.
No,
I want more.
no.
It makes me feel powerful, and I felt so weak my whole life.
Oh,
I'm
Jump
so
up.
strong.
I dare you,
I try to
Franklin.
lift the table.
Oh,
Strength check with advantage.
Here it comes. Natural 20.
oh my
No.
god.
yes!
So
Yes!
strong.
It comes off the ground, just the nails coming out of the floor, and then it starts to overwhelm your eyes as you fall back down ground.
Ugh.
You just
The way
look
he
back and
lifted the whole bar up off the ground.
I know, right?
it's back and forth between Hamilton and Faye. Can you like do something about that?
Franklin, I dare you to do a backflip. If you can do a backflip, you can have another one.
Okay. Is it? He gets on top of the chair. It wobbles. He's gonna do it from up here. It's gonna look really cool. Wow!
That's definitely going to be an acrobatics
Disadvantage
Acrobatic.
because it's dex based,
with
right?
disadvantage. Yep.
Yep, that was the point.
5. See my land on my back. My arms waving. Guys, I'm stuck.
I think that's a great place for you to take a nap. You probably feel really sleepy, right?
I feel really not in control of myself. I feel vulnerable. And I tuck my head into my shell and disappear.
Well, that'll handle the no more alcohol for him.
The turtle's safe and sound. We're good to go.
I'll walk over and just pick up his shell and put him back on the stool so nobody steps on him.
And to elaborate on your brandy, besides it burning your eyebrows off, you're certain by this second drink that it is definitely got to be in the date family of fermented fruit.
I mean, it does take some time to get adjusted to it, and I guess everything has a harsher, smoky taste down here.
Just trying very nicely to make any excuse for how bad the drink is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At that point, Bildris puts the pieces working back into the forge and starts blowing the billows again.
I continue to ask him, like, okay, so I asked him if there was a place to buy stuff and to point us. Do we want to buy this place?
You don't have to.
Yeah, because I was like,
I think we
"Mm,
should
I
just
feel like we
probably
need to
gear
get out
up
of
because
here."
we're on the move. Yeah.
Do I want connections in hell? Because also, we
mean-
just broke the mirror in, what was it, the 5th level?
Yeah.
And it seems like the whole level broke.
Right.
What if we
Yeah.
broke this place after buying a bar?
The insurance would be astronomical. We could do insurance fraud.
Well,
I'd say that's pretty greedy.
Would insurance in hell just be opposite? You pay the insurance company.
That's what you do here.
Double pay.
I think we could probably just gear up with all that.
That went
Probably the
flat
smarter
already.
move.
Did it?
Yeah.
Well, that's poopy. I want to ask him if there's a place that we can stay the night, me and my companions. I thumb over at the bar.
Goes, well, there's in upstairs is a couple rooms, I guess, but are not the best. In town, there's some smaller shacks and shanties, but I mean, what sort of rooms are you looking for?
Just a place to spend the night as we explore this lovely area, I say with a wink. There's a whole town down here? There's a whole town down here?
Oh yes, just a small shanty town, but there's a few hundred or thousand of us that work the mines.
100 or 1,000?
Yeah, numbers aren't our strong suit.
Heh.
That's okay. That's okay. I don't need exact numbers. We just want to explore and look around, see what you all have to offer. Are there any notable places that we should visit in this area?
We're not too privy to all the areas, but the mine and our little town and the temple, but that's about it for us, anyhow. Eke out a living in between.
It looks like you're eking out a very good living, and I kind of like glance around at the bar.
Yes. The temple has been very good to me. Working with our deity and one and all savior, we are able to take some small tithes from those around us and make such things as this greedy goblin that you fine establishment that it is that you stand in.
So, your deity, Stephen mentioned something about this. Can you tell me more of your deity?
I guess that wouldn't be against the code. He's rather...
I kind of like lean in a little close to him, and I'm just kind of like fluttering my eyelashes, like, come on, let me know. What is this deity? Tell me who you worship. And I kind of like wink.
rather free with himself, in a matter of speaking. He's,
Excuse me, I'm in reality going back through notes here. Oh, here we go.
Meow.
Is it thundering up
Snoring
there where
starts
you're
from
at, Josh?
Fred.
What's
Oh.
that?
Is it thundering up there?
Yeah, I've seen some lightning and such too.
We're on tornado watch here. Woohoo!
Oh, fun!
I know, right? We've had nonstop thunder and lightning and random downpours. It's so much fun.
Yeah, there is water pooling in our driveway, and it's coming in our water closet down here. So much fun.
Oh, lovely. I know my drive to work is just going to be a river of a road, so that'll be fun.
Mm.
Yeah, I made room in the garage earlier to pull my car in because I heard we're supposed to get hail.
Yeah, they said pretty big hail too. So
Oh, wow.
And I have like this weird like anxiety of every time I park my car in the garage because I never do. That like people around us are gonna be like, "Oh, he's hiding his car. He's afraid it's gonna get repoed." I don't know why.
It's a very specific fear.
Yeah.
Maybe because my old roommate had so many cars repoed.
I mean, yeah, that would definitely build a fear. Is that just what he did? He was just like, I don't want this one anymore, and just let him come take it away.
I don't know. I think he just stopped paying, and then got surprised when they came and took it.
Wait, what?
The
I didn't make my
consequences of my
payment.
actions.
What do I do?
He goes by many names. Mammon, Pater, Plutus, Helshin.
That is a lot of names.
Mammon, Pater, Tutu?
Toot toot.
I don't think it was Tutu.
Mommy
Blue-
toot
It
toot.
is now. It is now.
Wait, can you say that again? I'm sorry.
Plutus. Plutus.
Bluetooth? I'm gonna
Plutus.
spell all of these very wrong. Mama, Pater, Plutus, and Noosh.
He stops his billowing exasperatedly and then pulls out like a piece of charcoal off of the side and writes them on the side of the forge.
I kind of like squeeze close to him and like bend down to look at what he's writing. Bluetooth? Oh, I think I actually spelled that right. So I'm out of room in this last sketchbook I was using for notes, so I'm taking notes on sticky notes right now, which is not good.
Yeah, I'm getting close there myself, actually. We've been going on 3 years now, so I've got like maybe 10, 20 pages left.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I have so many a note.
Definitely don't always play forgetful characters because that's just who I am.
I feel called out.
But recently he's
Strategy.
been preferring the name of Kai Shen.
Kai Shen? Hmm.
I put all those in general. Or voting? I guess I'm in voting. Apologies.
Yeah, I saw him pop up.
Can't work with my own system. That's why my notebook looks like chaos.
Yeah. Going back and reading my notes is frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, it's impossible for anyone else other than me, so.
Yeah, like good luck.
Sometimes my own notes are too impossible for me too.
Same.
After reading what he wrote on his forge, I kind of like lean back and I'm like, this seems like quite a great deity indeed. And I turned to him and I was like, we can go offer our own worship at your temple, you say?
Yes, yes. You mentioned though about buying this place, perhaps? I think I could cut you in on the shares, maybe at least. I'm majority owner, but maybe you could buy out all of my other.
Wow. That was a
all
lot
of your
thunder.
all of the other co-owners.
Right. Right you are.
Could you point me to where they are and I will go pay visits to them?
Well, as being majority owner, I can make all decisions. And so if you cut a big enough deal with me, then I could get you in with a good enough deal to get them the fuck out of here. Those useless bastards.
Ah, cut you a good enough deal, huh? Okay, let me. I'm gonna stand there and I'm gonna try to look cute while I think, and that's secretly me scrolling through my inventory on D&D Beyond. As soon as he goes back to like forging with the hammer, I'm gonna walk. I was just like, let me go consult my companions, and I'm gonna walk over to back to the bar and see Franklin in his just tucked away in his shell. And I guess I'm gonna stand in between you guys since you're the only two left standing, and give Bob a good pat on the head because I know he's just gonna agree with whatever I say. I think. Be like, guys, so should I buy this place?
What are the pros and cons?
I think it could be a form of income, and we could get in well with the co-owner over there. So I would be co-owning it with him.
Would that be try owning it?
No, I think he wants me to buy out all other co-owners. Yeah, how's that worded? Because he makes it sound like there's more than one other person that has cut on this property. But what do you think a good price would be to own half of this place, to be a co-owner?
Well, how much money does it make normally?
I look over at Steven. I'm like, Steven, how much money does this place pull daily?
He blushes faintly and looks around like, oh, I should share that information with you, miss.
I kind of lean heavily over the bar and give him a little wink. I'm like, come on, don't you want to share it with me? Trying to be like, yeah, you should. You know you want to share with me. Can I?
Oh, are you trying to go
persuade
for
him?
my approach? I'm pretty good at this.
Yeah, you can definitely roll.
Okay. And I have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
28.
Oh, damn. I don't think he can get higher than that. Literally, no. So he's like, oh, well. He just kind of leans in real close to you and he goes, on an average day, it's probably somewhere in the realm of like, I don't know, like I pull in from the patrons here at least 2,000 gold a day.
Okay.
There's not much else to do around here, you know?
Just come here and get drunk? I mean, that sounds like a good thing. Who doesn't want to get drunk?
Yeah, pretty much everybody wants to do that. Is that or go to the temple, so besides working in the mines.
You hear a cheer go up.
Also, like people heard him say working in the mines.
No, you hear him say, must have heard him saying that this place, like, is better than working in the mines or going to the temple.
Oh. And I'm just and I kind of just give him like a little pat on the cheek, and I'm like, and you do a fine job. And I come back between, this is the Nora, right?
Phelan.
Phelan.
Oh, Phelan.
Thanks.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
gonna
one.
get him. So I'm gonna lean back between Phelan and Hamilton now. I've been like, okay, so I think we should. I'll see if I can't buy this place and get us some income, which I don't know how we're going to retrieve, but having property in hell is probably advantageous, even if we get out of this place. Oh no, wait, I wanted to ask them what they thought a good price would be. If it makes 2,000 a day, and I need to make like a secret bid.
I mean, you could also just ask the current person how much they paid for it, and then just like offer him half that.
So, Bildrith said that he has final say because he owns majority share of this place.
If it takes too many logistics to figure out purchasing, it's probably not worth it. Sounds like
Well,
a
I was just
scam.
wondering if I could go over to him and be like, what if I give him like a surplus of some of these stones I have in my bag, and I'm like, you give me equal shares in this place to you, so that we co-own it equally together, so that he doesn't have majority shares.
Oh, asking someone to give up majority.
Yeah. Would take a lot of coin, I'm guessing, but since I have mostly rocks, because I actually only have like 340 gold pieces. Right? 330 gold pieces. But I have a lot of stones.
I guess I'd just be concerned about. We'd have to make sure we're not getting price gouged, being on the level of hell known for greed. Oh, wait.
I want to go back over and talk to Bildrith, and I want to ask him again who his co-owners are. Like, maybe I should go have a talk to them.
He goes, well, I mean, you're more than welcome to, but they're not here this evening. I think they're in their homes. You could probably find them going to the mines in the early morning, or in the bar, getting the breakfasts.
And then he looks over at the forge. Probably a few hours.
Oh yeah, is there any light in this place? Like when we first landed on the ground, or is the light only coming from the lava?
Only coming from the magma. Yep.
Awesome.
Other than two, they've got some chandeliers going on in the other parts of the bar.
So I ask him, and I'm just like, what if I buy out your compatriots, but we become equal partners in owning this establishment? I say as sweetly as possible.
He stops his hammering and looks over at you and goes,
Well, you could certainly do that.
He pauses and kind of licks his teeth. Looks up at the ceiling.
Probably for buying out their shares, you could probably buy him out for 100,000 gold. But that would,
100,000?
get you approximately 500 gold a day.
100,000 gold for 500 gold a day.
The log
He's
term
trying to
investment.
swindle me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make an insight check to see if he is swindling me?
Sure.
26.
How many days are in a year again? 365?
365.
365.
In
Birthdays.
our world.
I don't know if Tareth's different.
It was, yeah. with a 26, you can certainly tell that you would make your investment back in.
So we said 100,000 gold, 500 gold a day.
Yeah, you'd make your investment back in a little under 4 years.
Not terrible, but I don't know if we're gonna survive for 4 years.
Mhm.
Yeah, and if they said it pulls in 2,000 gold a day.
And if you're a 50% owner, I mean, I guess there's operating costs. And
There are operating costs.
Yep. You got to pay your people.
I don't know if it's worth it, but you're the one with the money.
I kind of like, I don't know, throw my hip out at him, and I'm just like, what if we make it 800 gold a day for 100,000?
Oh, I don't know if I could do 800 gold a day, but
Wait, did he say 500 gold a day or 500 gold a week? He said a day,
500.
right?
Yep. And there
Okay.
are
So yeah, I
52
wanted to say 800 gold a day.
And just so you're remembering, I did work out the calendar days a while back, and I approximated it to the amount of days that we're able to play. So essentially, a year on Tarith is 52 days because we can play once a week, and there are 52 weeks in a year.
Okay. Okay.
So even when we're playing the good campaign, you're technically earning 500 gold in this campaign. And then when you come back, you would basically get 1,000 gold.
Okay, so he doesn't agree to the 800 gold a day.
He's very much not in line with that. No, he seems to think. He goes on to say,
I definitely don't think I could do that. The investors themselves are at minimal going to be bought out for that price that I told you. And I don't know, probably that dickweed over there told you what we can make a day, but that's not including all of the fees that it includes to pay all these jackasses.
So I kind of like lean in to him and I go, "What about 700 a day? Would that be too much?" And I kind of like swirl my finger around on his shoulder. Like,
She's playing the same game I did.
you could roll persuasion.
Persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
33.
Oh my god, another nat 20.
That is a natural one. And he goes, and he looks around, sees some people looking, and then he just chews them away with his hand, and he goes, leans in, he goes, you can see his gnarled looking teeth, that his tongue slicks out between with his pockmarked face, and he goes,
For a kiss, I could lower the price to 900. Oh, sorry. Wrong math. I could lower the price down to 80,000 gold purchase value.
80,000 gold for a kiss.
no,
Uh,
no, 80,000, yes, you understood me correctly.
80,000 gold for a
80,000. Mm-hmm. And
Uh,
it would still be the $500 a day. He leans back. I can't do anything better than that. $500, 500 gold a day is all we can afford here.
I grin.
50% ownership.
As he's like fumbling through his words, I grin and I nod my head and I'm like, "It is a deal. Let us write up a contract right after this." And I just like kind of lean in and put my hands around the back of his neck and pull him in for a kiss.
Oh my god.
And just
you,
give him a big, deep kiss.
you catch him off surprise for first, and then he just you feel him lean into it after the fact, and his tongue reaching for your tonsils after that.
I just go with it. I rolled a performance 26.
Oh shit. Yeah, that was a 2, so you can tell there's literal slobber dropping down the sides of the kiss, and his teeth are touched yours at some point. He doesn't seem to care.
So he's just not good at this. Okay. Good. That's good. That means I have advantage. And after like a minute of this, I pull away and I'm just like, all right, let us write up that contract. And I just kind of like boop him on the nose and like walk myself back to the bar with exaggerated hip sway.
You hear a sigh behind you, and he just shouts after, no need. And he goes over to the shelf of some of the items that he'd been seeming to have worked up, and he pulls out this armband. It almost looks like kind of like a oh shoot, what do you call those? Bangle. And then he just holds it up. It's a little bit wider than some of those that you'd seen probably, and he holds it up for you. It's just an iron bangle, but it does seem to have a marked question mark on it at the top. And he says, just slide this on. And he lifts up, he points up to one that's been on his bicep you're just noticing now that has a 50% on it. And he goes, as soon as you hand over the price that we agreed on, I can slide this on and we can shake on it.
All right, so he said 80,000. So hold on. Looking through my bag. We agreed on 80,000.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I know you had the 52,000 worth of sapphires.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out.
Jeez, you're so rich. Such a fancy lady. I mean, you're noble.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out 17 rubies from my bag and lay them out. I guess on the anvil or on the pedestal that the anvil's sitting on, and ask him. I'm like, will this cover the costs?
You said 15?
Is that what I said? 15? No, I think it'll be 16.
16. He looks at it and goes,
I'd love to say yes, especially after that kiss. But unfortunately, I don't think I could get my cohorts to sign off on something like that.
On rubies?
I think they would have my guts spilled across this anvil this afternoon if I did that.
Oh, so they want just straight currency. Gold is the currency here?
It's not so much the rubies, it's just the amount.
Oh. So what if I pull out 20 rubies?
Again, that's only about 20,000 worth of gold in our currency.
20,000 worth of gold. Maybe I should have asked them about how much they desire these stones.
We probably should have sold them at a different level and then brought the gold here.
Yeah, maybe. So I ask him, I'm like, how much do you normally pay for rubies like this?
Rubies here are surprisingly plentiful, so they're on the smaller side of things. But you can't find as many amethyst and or emerald are actually very popular down here and very minimal.
Hmm.
Oh, I see why you're going. Okay. You know what? I wonder where I got that. No.
I was gonna say, if amethysts are the things that you're looking for, I pick up the rubies, toss them back into my satchel, and pull out how much. Or before I pull anything out, I'm like, how much are amethysts worth down here?
It'd be a veritable sack of pleasures there, Amistress. So, you say amethyst you have, those are anywhere from 5 to 10,000, depending upon the size.
Jesus.
5 to 10?
Yes, the colors vary, but as well on the price.
So I'm gonna pull out 10 amethysts and lay them across the pedestal on where his anvil's sitting and ask him, like, how much would you give? How much are these worth? Again, still being nice and polite, not looking irritated that he didn't want rubies.
And he goes,
Oh. That I could probably work with that if you could maybe throw in another couple, maybe a dozen. I could really work with that.
Again, I'm digging in my sack and I'm gonna pull out 2 of the bigger amethysts that I can find and set them down. And I'm like, these are just for you for being so sweet. And I give him a little wink.
He goes, well, on that note,
what, in your mind, because they came from that chest of desire, what color are these amethysts, by the way?
The amethysts, in my mind, I would think would be shades of purple, ranging from like maybe really dark, rich purple to light lavender, lilac purple.
Especially when you bring out those last 2 big ones, his eyes are probably the size of the tankards that you'd been feeding Bob just before that. And he just goes, that's much appreciated. I don't think we've exchanged names.
Oh, that's right, we haven't. I say, very sultry, and I was just like, sorry, you gave your name so willingly and just told me about everybody here. My name is Ash, and I'll probably be around here for a while, so I'm sure we'll see each other again. I say as I hold out my arm for him to put the bangle on it.
that's very amicable of you, Ash. You can call me Bill. And this
Here, and he holds out the bangle and actually goes over to the shelf real quick, having seen all the amethysts and staring at them still. He kind of takes the bangle that he's holding, taps it up against what looks like about 4, maybe 5 more. You see the number slowly creep up to 50 on where the question mark stood, and hold it over to you before he slides it on. Now presents you as 50% owner of the Greedy Goblin. And anytime you're in here, you drink for free. But you could definitely get a room upstairs if that's what you were looking for before. For yourselves and your companions. It might be a bit tight.
It's just small quarters around here. Sorry about that. But you could also find easily associated with this, and he kind of flips the bangle over for you, kind of leaning in and grinning back up to you. He flips it over to the other side, where it reads 0 currently. At the end of the day, this will populate to a number, and you can just... And he goes over to the shelf again and pulls out what looks like a small leather pouch and hands it to you, and it says, when that number has started to populate by the end of the day, like I said, if as long as you don't pull anything out of it, it will continue to grow. But as we'd agreed upon, $500, 500 gold a day will populate inside of this sack. Until someone, maybe, if you're unlucky, buys you out, but I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Okay, so just to clarify, if I pull gold out of the bag, it stops producing gold.
Not indefinitely, no. The number just goes down on your band. I just wanted to indicate to you that the band shows you how much gold is in there. You could actually usually do if you will it on this end, and it's probably one of our accountants in one of the other buildings there. They can make change even if you need, but that takes a little bit extra will.
I think that'll be fine. This is lovely. Thank you. And I just like lean in and take the little bag from him and give him a kiss on the cheek. It is a pleasure doing business with you, Bill.
And he mimes taking a hat off and curtsying almost.
At this point, I will walk back to my friends at the bar after sending him a little wave.
This point, you walk back. I think maybe Hamilton's the only one that's been holding his booze. The other two have...
No, I rolled pretty good on my second one. I've
Oh,
been
that's right.
hitting off on an even tipsy. The other two got fucked up.
No, I'm buzzed. I'm not fucked up.
That's right. That's
Oh,
right.
Sorry.
So
So you and I are at the same level then. Do we need to make one more? I assume we got another drink while this whole thing was going down.
yeah,
I would have gotten another drink.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Damn. 12.
Phelan, you are now drunk. You gain the inebriated condition. You have disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks, but believe that you have advantage.
Nice.
So, Franklin, I believe, is still laying on his back on the stool as well.
He's definitely still passed the fuck out and inside his shell.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yep.
is he saying anything? Any noises?
I mean, he probably definitely like talks in his sleep. Mostly he has nightmares. So if you listen close to his shell, like put your ear against it, you could probably hear him say, "No, don't lock me in the basement. No, don't lock me in the basement. I
Oh,
don't
no.
like it down there.
Oh,
Oh.
No, I don't want to be vulnerable. No." And then he screams and goes, "Ah," and jumps up. Looks around. Phew. Looks at you guys. Hey guys. I'm still drunk. Barkeeper, another beer. Sir.
No.
Franklin on the back. And
This
I'm like,
guy
"It's-
needs another drink.
I pat Franklin on the back and I'm like, I'm glad you're having a good time. I also like say to my friends, I was like, you're looking at the new co-owner of the Greedy Goblin.
Ah!
We began applauding.
I do a little curtsy and take a bow and I'm like, yes, thank you. Barkeep, I need another drink.
Steve finishes his applauding. Oh, yes, certainly. Another of the same.
Yes, please, it's delicious. Is it delicious? Did we say if it tasted good?
It's like a blue raspberry slushy.
Right. So it is delicious.
Yes.
Comes back holding another one. And goes, well, and he pulls one up from the bottom of the bar with a sippy cup looking thing, and he goes, I think I'd overheard you guys could have, you guys are privy to the room upstairs, so, and he hands it to Franklin. He goes, you could have this to go.
I do. I turn to my friends and I'm like, yes, we also have a room upstairs. Just one room? Are there more than one room?
This evening there's only seems to be the one room available.
Good enough. We'll take that room. I asked for another drink for myself and for Bob. What's Bob doing now?
Bob's just been sitting at the feet of Hamilton and with his head probably propped up.
Should I roll a constitution for us again?
You can.
Oh, a 10 for me. Oh! Bob got a nat 1. Too many blue slushies.
Bob proceeds to vomit all over Hamilton's shoes.
Oh, not again.
I tell the barkeep, I'm like, yeah, cancel that order for Bob. I think Bob's good for tonight. And I walk over to him and I pat him. I'm like, sorry, Bob. And then I ask him, like, can I have some water? And is there any food in this place?
Water? Not so much. It's pretty hot down here. We don't really have too much of that. Usually we have to kind of collect and drop off the ceilings.
He points up to some dew that's collecting up there just from the heat and the humidity.
We're not real sure where it all comes from, but we don't ask questions we don't want to know.
And I'm like, all right, yeah, give me another blue slushy for him then, because I guess that's what he's going to have to just drink and suffer. You can do it, Bob. You're good.
Oh, yeah.
There's water in it, kinda.
Imagination zone for the room though. So you go like in up a set of back stairs that leads to a single room and with a singular bed in it.
We got a pocket rocket.
Yeah, I was gonna say perfect. We just put the rock on it and then we go in a pocket rocket.
Yeah. We make sure the door is locked. Do we just put the
I'm gonna
pocket
do-
rocket like on the pillow? Just to confuse anyone that breaks in and think we turned into a rock.
True. I mean, my swarm will protect it as well.
Okay.
That's
But I'm gonna
Bug
do
security
something
system.
separately when everyone goes to bed.
Yeah, me and Bob are just gonna crawl into the bed together and we're gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna ask for the baby.
Enyo and Isul come crawling up down, yes, the wall,
Up, down.
to kind of start swimming, and it looks like they have learned to kind of doggy paddle across the pond over to you in the dock.
Okay,
In the meantime,
beautiful. And I'm like, oh, you're doing so good. And I just pick him up and I'm just gonna take him back to bed with me and Bob, and I'm just gonna nurse them. I'm just imagining that, like, trying to sleep with a crocodile in the bed is like sleeping with a really awkward dog.
scaly, huge dog, but yeah. Is Hamilton trying to decide how to live his life? I need to.
Oh yeah, he's now just in the pocket rocket. There's just
Yeah.
a pile of skeletons
Yeah.
somewhere. All these
We
beds,
give him
Oh
the
my god,
tour.
yeah, this place is wild.
bugs on the ceiling.
Yeah, don't touch the skeleton monster. He'll eat you. The bugs are fine. Here's where you can sleep. There's the laboratory.
you go.
Bathrooms over there. and bar.
This how you live?
Uh huh.
Yep, this is our cozy little bunkhouse. I say as I'm just sitting in the bed with a crocodile in my lap, and I just have my top down nursing, no like modesty whatsoever.
Oh, my lady.
And I kind of just say to him, and I'm like, this is Flint's baby. You can see one head looks like
Oh.
Flint.
Ooh.
With his golden eyes prominent.
Oh no.
I've heard. I still don't. There's a lot for me to take in right now.
Yes, I have a
Yeah,
job.
you don't get used to it. Don't worry. I'm still on the newer side here, and it takes a long time.
What is
Well,
Phelan doing coming back into the pocket rocket?
She stumbles her way to the bed in the far corner that she has decided, I guess, that she sleeps in, and is probably just sitting on the top of all the covers in like the fetal position, just like staring out at everyone else, like seeing what they're doing. She's at that like stage where she's like, so is it like secret time?
What secrets do you have to spill? I say.
Secret time.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just thought that like you guys have been here for like a little bit, and like you guys would have like some fun things to spill.
We have been here for a little bit. Do we have fun things to spill? I mean, I did just like yell out this is Flint's baby, and now he's gone. I don't know who's gonna
Yeah,
babysit
How
this
did
thing.
that work?
Well, the first time I met Bob, I took pity on him and I let him take control of my body for an hour. And the first thing he did was chug a bottle of wine and then have sex with Flint.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And now here's Enyo and Easel. And I just kind of like hold up my two-headed baby and I'm like, he's a cute little baby. Oh, yeah. And I blow raspberries on their stomach.
So wait, is it 2 or is it 1?
Well, for the longest time, I thought I was going to have twins, but then I went into labor under duress, and a ghost helped me give birth to a two-headed baby, a ghost that was being manipulated by our Lord and Savior Manny Polis.
Huh.
Oh, hey,
Interesting.
guys. It sounds like you did find yourselves on the 4th level of hell, eh?
Yes, we're here. We're having a great time. All of us pretty tipsy. Or
Yes,
completely
we're all very, very under the influence.
So am I. Hey, my piss has been pretty good to me.
Oh?
Your piss. Have you been making fermented piss?
I don't have to ferment it, it just comes out that way.
You should probably
Damn,
get that out.
lucky.
I think we just got a new drink for the bar.
I think you should get that checked out.
No, I believe it was, another Goliath of your group that, before he got eaten by, rest his soul, got eaten by a bunch of giant crocodiles. Also had some of my piss, but he kind of went and turned into another form. It's a weird drink for mortals.
A weird drink for mortals. I wonder why. Oh, while we're like all here, like settling in, I tell them about the deity of this level of hell, his many names, and how they worship him at the temple in the local shanty town. And that maybe we should check this out. And I ask Manny, I'm like, do you know anything about Mamoon?
Ah, that greedy bastard still owes me.
Greedy bastard.
That sounds like a
alright.
yes.
In parentheses next to Mamoon, greedy bastard.
Well, Franklin, did you want to add in what you were saying before we call it a night?
Once he's confident everyone's asleep, Franklin gets up, gets his swarm, exits the pocket rocket, and he goes and hunts down that goblin.
Oh my god.
And he just, like, the one that's outside the door, he'll wait until the goblin leaves for home, like when he finishes his shift, and then follow him.
Okay. I'll put that
Make
down.
him into goblin jerky.
Might have
That's the
to-
plan. He's got the taste.
I've been meaning to look up. I was trying to do it while we were doing this too, because I kind of like forgot to throw a bunch of people in until just before the session. So I have all these maps already, then was like, oh shit, I forgot to put in tokens for things that I had in my mind.
Yeah, getting the maps ready is a lot of work, and then remembering that they need populated is also a lot of work.
Oh yeah.
The work of a DM is never done.
Nope. But that's no big. I figure we can let that transpire just before next session.
Sure.
See what
Yep.
stats I come up with and how that all plays out for you there.
I'm good with that. As he leaves the bar, and I assume whenever this creature leaves, he follows, eyes completely black, clutching his book. Try to fuck my friends, I'll fucking kill you.
Ha ha ha, good to know. So, does his book let him take notes in it, or does the book manifest its own notes as he learns through his experiences?
I think that's a double yes there, because
Yes.
the thing is definitely magical. I mean, you've seen him use it to identify creatures.
Good.
And
And go ahead.
I was just going to say, and it's been helpful in identifying some other things, but for your player character's perspective, at least, that's about the extent of it, I would guess.
I mean, he definitely journals in it. Like, when he's actively reading the thing to get to the time limit or the reading hours limit required, he's like writing notes down. He's like reading, like he's writing about his days. Like, he does it. Like, the book will grow in a number, like a good 20-30%, because he's just constantly. Today, Ash hugged me twice. It was nice. She's almost like a Bob.
She's actively learning to be a mom.
Yep. Maybe I'll spare her. Good night.
All right, yeah, I'd say we all go to bed. I'm like, good night, and I just like curl up with my baby next to the crocodile.
Does Hamilton choose a bed or just kind of wander around the pocket rocket?
You
until he
rock in a
finds-
corner and cry.
I mean, we introduced him to where like Flint slept and like where his like luggage and gear and stuff is, right?
Or where
I
it
would
had been.
assume.
I know, like he slept upstairs, I think.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
He
then-
he had the hammock.
The hammock.
If you would like to, you could be up there, or you can stay down with us if you feel uncomfortable being alone in a mysterious place.
Yeah, I think I'd rather sleep down here with friends.
Take a bed that's not already occupied, or maybe already occupied. Totally up to you.
Woo!
You're so happy.
Welcome to the team, buddy.
Yeah. Just unequivocally accepted. I can't wait to see everybody else's reaction when they show up and they're like, who the fuck is this? Where's Flint?
Yeah, no, literally.
Right?
At least the people that are been to Year of Veracity will know who this is, but not
Yeah.
why they're here.
Yeah, like, excuse me.
When did this
alone-
exchange happen? What?
Let alone being on a new level of hell.
Yeah.
Well, good job, y'all.
Yeah.
Finally made it off the 5th level.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like we got a lot done. We made it out of another level of hell, and now we own a bar. And then
Yep.
we're gonna go shopping because I figured out I'm a sugar mama.
Yay! Money, 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 money.
And you and you're in a part of hell where everybody finds that to be the king.
Right.
yeah.
True.
You should sell all of your amethysts and emeralds, and we should mass buy rubies and stuff.
We could do that.
Think
I
of the
was gonna say,
economics.
I
Oh,
just
true.
gave
The
away-
economy of that going on to a different level where it's not as present. Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say I do have a lot of rocks. Right now I have 39 amethysts.
I mean, it may be very soon that we get the ability to start sharing items between groups.
yeah. At this rate, we're already sharing people.
I mean,
Yeah, just flip flopping.
who is with us for Calhoun? Cal's first game in the tower. It was me, him,
Myra.
and someone else. Myra.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna walk up to right before, as I'm showing Hamilton his Flint's bed. I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and say, "I just want you to know, I am actively working out a way to get you two together. It might not be permanent, but it'll be better than anything you've ever had."
Well, I certainly do appreciate that, little buddy.
Of course, we're family now. We're friends. I will kill for you. I gotta go now.
Dark. So dark, so wholesome.
Character.
Dark and wholesome. I like that combo.
It's a great combo.
It's a hard line to walk. When to be vicious and when to be a child.
I mean, aren't most children pretty vicious?
They are. They are mortifying little beings.
I remember when you said that person's a jackass, Mom.
No,
Like,
literally.
Shut
You
up,
can't say
Kimmy!
shit around them. And they just stay what's on their mind at all times.
No remorse.
They have no understanding of filtering or situations. They say the first thing on their mind.
It's
It's so good that they almost should make a TV show about what kids say.
Isn't that the Rugrats?
I mean, maybe.
Kinda.
What were you thinking of, Johnny? Sounds like
Kids
you were
say the
thinking.
darndest things.
Oh,
The actual TV show.
Yeah.
The actual show about it.
I haven't watched that one. I'll have to check it out. That's pretty funny. Sounded.
You also can just go on the internet, honestly. There's so many clips of kids saying the most unhinged shit.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
I actually found a Twitter account of jokes by kids. And some
Oh,
made 0 sense, and then other ones were just ruthless, and it was hilarious.
just there's so many clips of people just saying introducing themselves to kids and they say the most unhinged things.
Right?
It's what
kinda
gave you the
great.
right to make that comment? Nothing. You have no right to make that comment besides the fact that you're 6 and you don't understand that it's not okay to make that comment.
That's not a social norm, Timmy. Shut up.
Daddy usually gets angry after his first drink in the
Franklin nods. Yep.
one was the teacher asked the little girl, "What's your daddy do for work?" And he said, the little girl said, "He helps get women pregnant."
Oh yes, I saw that one.
Yeah, he's a fertility doctor, but she
Yeah.
didn't know what that was.
That's amazing. He's a stork. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for the game.
Yeah, it was good. It was
Yeah.
good.
No.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
a grand and wonderful thank you for those who took the time and made it here, to the end of the episode, where I know sometimes we are long-winded and others we are just dead silent. I don't know what to tell you. This is raw here, folks. Please remember to like and subscribe, and you can help support us just by listening. But you can also provide even more support, if you like, by going to Anchor FM page and following the support link there. If you do so, I will personally work in an NPC or an idea, whatever you'd like to hear played out. If you want, you can get a hold of us through one of our many options, including voice messages on Anchor FM, or DM to our Twitter, or any other social media that you can find us, YouTube, etc. You can share your ideas, otherwise listen for the shout out and thank you for making it through.